Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? It is Monday. Yet again, I
Today's a
feel like
Monday.
Mondays come up so fast.
They do. They really do.
I feel like time is just
Mondays.
smooshed these days, and all of a sudden it's Monday again.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Monday, Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday.
I know. No, it's great.
Yeah.
I am happy to be here with you guys today.
Yeah.
Last week we had a little bit
Oh,
of a
hi, Roxy.
Roxy, you're back! Yay!
Finally.
I'm glad you're
Oh,
back.
God.
You've been a busy little bee buzzing all over the town, playing all of the shows. I'm happy to have you back.
My
We
hair
missed your
looks-
sarcastic commentary.
My hair looks so fluffy right now. Look at it go.
Oh, yeah, because you washed it today. It's like a flowing mane.
Weird. It is like a flowing mane. It needs to be tamed. I'm just gonna tie
You need that mane tamer.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you some. I'll order
Yeah.
it.
It needs to be
Show up tomorrow.
maintained. Yes.
But yay, so we are starting the holiday season here in our household.
Yep.
Me and Tavia just went to the dollar store and we went and got like a million fun Christmassy things. And then I have a million lights on the way tomorrow to decorate the outside, which is going to be great. And we got a big tree.
Big.
Finally, so that we love to get the biggest trees possible because we have super high ceilings. And the first couple years, we were able to find these like massive friggin' trees, 10 to 12 foot trees. And then the past few years, nope, there has not been massive trees.
Tree shortage.
It has been
Get
super
it?
sad. Yeah. But so there's a little local hardware store. So we're like, oh, well, let's go to the local hardware store before Home Depot. So we go to a local hardware store and we pull into the parking lot. We didn't even get out of the car. You could see the stalls were empty except for right in the front. There was 2 trees and they were about 3 feet tall. And I was like, oh, shit. And it sucked because their sign said, Christmas trees are here. And I was like, lies, lies,
not
lies,
here.
lies. It's a fucking lie.
Christmas trees have left the building.
Is not good. And I was like, oh, shit. Okay, we're going to go to Home Depot. And hopefully Home Depot has something. Because there was a couple years we had to get like short trees. And just in the big room with the high ceilings, like it looks stupid. But it's better than no tree, of course. But we got there and there was like an abundance. There was a massive forest.
Okay, good.
Abundance of trees. So we ended up getting...
With some large ones.
Yes, yes. We could see a big one, and we're like, oh, and the aisle was blocked, and we tried to go around, and it was blocked another way, and I was like, what the fuck? We had to get there fast. So we like zoomed over there.
Everybody out
and
of the way.
We got dibs
Move over,
on it.
trees.
So it was great. So we get to decorate that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be super fun. And then our yard is going to look super fun. Tavia actually got a blow-up Grinch with the little dog today. So
The
we
little
put
Grinch
that
dog.
outside. It's really fucking
With the
cute.
sideways antler taped to his head.
It's
which was good.
adorable. It's so adorable. So I'm excited. We're getting festive,
They're cute.
you
Yep.
know, and like
We're slowly taking down Halloween and putting up festivities.
yes,
We got most Halloween down.
the spider webs, taking all the spider webs down is
Yeah.
tough because there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of spider webs.
But you did it. You nailed it. And then there was at least 1,000 spiders.
Mhm. At
Chucks
least
all in
1,000
it, and then
spiders.
you took them all off by hand. Good job.
Mhm.
That was very good.
I have to save the spiders.
Save the yep.
Save the spiders.
Gotta do it.
Hashtag save the spiders.
Yes. But yeah, so that was our day today. It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I was so glad that that we're starting this festive season. It's very, very nice. So I hope that all of you are enjoying, you know, the transition into that, and you guys are gonna have a festive time too. I mean, with everything weird in the world the past couple years, like we need something awesome.
Something
so
fun.
yeah,
We need
so we're
something.
going holiday stuff. Woo!
Hooray.
Yes.
Actually, when we're talking about the tree shortage, I know that came from a few years back from, was it the weather and fires and stuff that wiped out a bunch of the tree farms?
Yeah.
So there was a
big
giant
fires.
tree shortage a few years back, and then slowly they've been getting a little bit bigger and bigger because they had to regrow them all. So they've all been tiny the past couple of years. So finally we're getting some bigger ones.
Thank goodness. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
So over the next couple of years, they should be getting bigger. But it made me think this article I passed by earlier today, it was just super short, but it was saying that there's a syrup shortage, like maple syrup.
It's one of the things we're going to talk about.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh. I thought the tree segue was good, but yeah, I just passed by that. So if you
Yeah.
got more details than that, then
Yeah, actually,
you're
I'll
winning.
pull up the article because
Okay.
we may as
Sweet.
well
Good job.
just go right into that then.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
there
fits.
is
Trees.
a maple shortage, and it is due to weather situation that was not optimal for the Canadians. Um, so, okay, I'll share this with you guys so you guys can see it. Da-da-da. Okay, look at that lovely maple syrup.
It's pretty lovely.
Okay, so this is really kind of funny to me. And I wish Chid was in here because our fellow Canadian should be present for this one, but maybe he'll pop in a little bit. So they recently announced that they will be releasing 50 million pounds of its strategic maple syrup reserves, which is about half of the total stockpile. They have a stockpile of 100 million pounds
Wow.
of syrup.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So they're one of the biggest producers of maple syrup in the world,
Yeah.
and it says nearly 70%. So that's pretty hefty.
Wow.
And that U.S. is
Of
the biggest client.
world's maple
Yes,
syrup? Wow.
yes.
Okay.
I'm sure the majority of the rest of it probably comes from the United States, Vermont, and all those places that make syrup as well. But yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for them.
Yeah.
And we buy the most of it from them, which is cool. However, this year's producers weren't able to keep up with the worldwide demand, which jumped 21%. Why? I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know. I mean, that's a pretty substantial amount. Hey, Whitney, what's up?
Hi, Whitney.
I'm
Gappy
happy
filleted
you're
gobbled
here.
to you too.
Yes, yes. I'm happy you're here. We're talking about the great maple syrup shortage in Canada right now.
The great maple syrup shortage
Yes,
of 2020.
but don't worry because they have reserves. They have like epic reserves.
Yeah, which makes me wonder how many millions of gallons they sell a year. Like, is that
I don't know.
like a year's worth of reserves?
No, but they have it just in case because it's such a huge industry for them. Like they're like, we can't fuck up if something happens. We still need to produce this shit, so it's kind of smart. I wonder where they store something like that, though. You know, like that's pretty intense. Is it one giant vat? Is it like a lot of it, little vats? I don't even fucking know. But yes, so they said that this is a seasonal process, as maple sap can only be harvested in specific weather conditions. So this year's short and warm spring resulted in uncharacteristically low yield from producers. So that's kind of a bummer, but they're serious about it. Oh, come on with the pop-ups. Fuck off. So yeah, so they don't know what next year is going to look like. But they're planning.
No toilet paper, but
Yeah.
there's syrup.
That's true. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. This is not the first time Quebec's maple syrup reserve has made headlines. In 2012, more than 3,000 tons of maple syrup was stolen from the stockpile
How do you
over the course of months. Oh my god.
Wow.
The value of the heist was estimated at nearly 19 million Canadian dollars.
Damn, really?
Over months, little by little. They're just taking little so that it wasn't as noticeable. Also, it's kind of hard to move that much
It's hard to move a
maple
lot of
syrup, but it was the great maple syrup heist of 2012. Wow.
Okay.
But the Quebec maple syrup producers, they're going to be tapping 7 million more trees in the near future to replenish their reserves and make sure that they can meet the demand next year. Yes, coming to theaters next year, The Great Syrup Robbery. It's so fucking weird. I had no idea that they had reserves like that. I did
Oh my
not
God.
know, but I guess it's nice that they do. That's
Yeah.
pretty handy that they do. So just look at it looks so delicious.
It looks so good in that leaf-shaped bottle.
This year for Thanksgiving, I made a maple brown sugar turkey with apricot maple brown sugar. It was a damn good turkey,
It was
man.
really good.
And
Good
the
turkey.
gravy that I make from all those drippings was top notch. It was
This is
top
true.
notch. It was a sweet gravy. It's super good. I bought a bidet for my family's white elephant this year so I can listen to one less person bitch about it. Fantastic. That was so smart.
Stop
Oh,
complaining about
I
the
love
toilet
that you
paper.
did that. That's so funny.
That's a good
Good,
call.
good. Yes. Awesome. So, yeah. Great maple syrup caper. Who'da thunk that? You know, the climate changing is changing a lot of stuff. But there's little things that, like, I would not necessarily have thought about, like maple syrup production.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was that big of a deal, but apparently out there, like, this is serious business.
Serious business.
Who stole the syrup?
Seriously. And how? That's a lot of syrup.
I
to
wonder
make.
if it was somebody that worked there.
It's got to be somebody with access to it, right? And like with the truck to suck it out and move it
Yeah.
along, like siphon it out.
It's gotta be, right?
Had to be an inside job. Inside job.
That's nuts. I wonder if they ever caught the person or people or
Yeah.
organization. Maybe it's like,
Ooh.
maybe there's like maple syrup gangsters or
Yeah.
something like that. Maybe it's like
If
a
it
whole
was Aunt
fucking thing.
Jemima and her crew. Aunt Jemima's robbing Canada.
That's so
She's
fucking
like
funny.
the syrup mafia head mafioso.
Which
Yeah.
the irony, because there's no maple in her syrup at all, so maybe she was trying to up her game a little bit.
Oh yeah, she's trying
Now
to,
with real maple.
Yep. Or she's just trying to cut out the competition. And be like, when there's no real maple syrup, you're all gonna come running to Aunt Jemima. And
Which
then
is
you
true.
sell
I
that on the
probably would.
black market, and she gets rich on two ends.
Yep. Okay. It's got to be her.
It's gotta be.
No other
We
way.
figured it out. We don't even need to read any more of that article. Aunt Jemima
Steve
Mafia.
says the trees took it back. Ooh, birch. I've never had birch syrup. I wonder if that is delicious.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know you could. Well, I guess I never really thought about it. It's always just maple syrup.
It's
but
always maple syrup, yeah. I
Other
wonder
syrup.
what other syrups would taste like.
Yeah,
I've
probably.
never even had one.
I don't think I have either. I've only had the high fructose, not maple syrup.
Yeah. Until we got together, and I'm like, no, real maple. And you're like, what? Every time we go to Vancouver, I come back with armloads of maple things.
All the maple stuff, yeah.
My favorite is the maple Earl Grey tea, which I still have a few bags
good.
that I like hold dear and covet it. But I'm sure I could probably just order more online or something. But
Yeah.
I love it. It's so good.
Maple with real sugar.
Real. Wow.
All natural tree sugar.
Good. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we covered that first. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Canada, we're gonna bring this up. I'm not sure if this has been rectified yet. I don't know. I really, really, really hope that it has been fixed, but I can't say. I didn't do an update on this one. But last week or so, there was like epic rains. It was the atmospheric river that we got here in the Pacific Northwest, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
reached up into Canada, and there was such extreme flooding and landslides that it literally knocked out every road or bridge that you could get to Vancouver from mainland Canada. Every way
That-
to get into
Every
Vancouver,
single way.
yes.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, Vancouver is an island right now, and the only way to get there by road was to go down into the United States and to come up, because the only way in was from the U.S. way,
Okay.
which is fucking insane. That is totally crazy.
Other than that, it's either helicopter or cannon. It's the only way.
Yeah, or boat.
But yeah. I don't know. It looks pretty torrential. In
It's
that
really bad.
photo.
Okay, let's show you
doesn't look
guys.
good.
This is the main photo here. It's
I don't wanna take a boat
crazy.
in that.
It's super, super crazy. Yep. So I hope that at least there's a route or two that is back up since this article came out.
Yeah, surely they made at least like, temporary bridges or something, right?
I don't.
Is
know.
that where they keep the syrup?
know.
I don't know. I hope not. Maybe that's why there's a shortage. They're like, we can't get out.
Yeah, look at all of these highway closures here.
Wow.
Maple Ridge.
Well, that is where they
Yeah,
keep them.
it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's not good.
Yeah, turning a city like Vancouver into an island is weird. Like that's
Yeah, there was a bunch of landslides, and a bunch were just like the rivers became so torrential it just washed out the bridges completely. So that's pretty nuts. That's pretty crazy. So
Yeah.
hopefully that is worked out now at this point. Oh wow, so scary. My bud in Bellingham sent a video where the water was reaching the top of the car windows.
Whoa, really?
Oh no.
That's not good.
There was some places in northern Washington. I saw some aerial footage of, I don't remember the name of the town, but it was completely underwater. Like you could see people's roofs and stuff like that, and street lights, but every road was impassable.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. Wow, like 5 feet of
feet.
water in people's houses.
That's not good. That sucks. I know, that's what my family called and
bigger
asked if
than
we were
me.
flooded out. And I was like, no, we're not flooded. I knew there was some flooding happening up north somewhere, but I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was 5 feet, like, in people's houses. That's,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
yeah, I didn't know it was that
It's
bad.
pretty bad. I mean, in the Pacific Northwest, we have precipitation. As we know, oh, it rains in Seattle all the time. Whatever. It's very light rain, and it's not even like aggressive rain under normal circumstances. So when we get like rain, shit gets crazy around here, which you'd never imagine that because everyone just thinks it rains in Seattle all the time. But when it actually rains, we're like, oh, Jesus Christ, like what is happening? It's washing shit out. And stuff's overflowing because we're not really set up for that. We don't get rain like this very often, but there's been these atmospheric rivers just taking over.
Atmospheric rivers and bomb cyclones and
Yeah. There's crazy stuff going on.
all kinds of everything.
So it's not good. Make sure you have good insurance. A lot of people don't realize they're not insured or underinsured for a lot of things. That's not a bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
Not a bad thought there. Yeah, pretty rough. So poor Canada. Hopefully they're back up and running at this point as far as being able to get to Vancouver.
Yeah. I hope so.
But they're saying it sucks because in order for Canadian people to get there, to go through the U.S., you have to have a COVID test. So you'd have to basically drive into the States, get a fucking COVID test, wait for the results, and then you could drive back
And
into
then
Canada.
drive back in. Yeah, and they
is
were also
not
saying that
convenient.
Washington was having road closures due to it too, so you might drive down and not even be able to get back up and around.
That's also true. Yeah, sucks. That's too
Yeah.
bad.
Like, just
Too
stay home.
bad. Yeah, the weather's been kind of kooky lately.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Not good. Okay, next order of business.
Next.
Erks. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. A new mineral has actually been found that should not be able to exist naturally, that they have never found naturally.
Oh.
Oh, come on, what the fuck? Stop up. I don't know how it's gonna go away. Jesus Christ. Hold on, we're gonna
Let's
take
figure
that
out these,
image share away. Hold on.
We're not here to advertise for this lady.
I don't know how to make it go away, dude. Why? I don't want to subscribe. Why are
Make your
you
window
yelling at
larger.
me? Oh God.
Like lighter.
Oh, you do it. Fucking Bob. There we go. Okay. All right. You're out of here. Okay. So
I have to back up. That video is now old.
I know. I am redoing it. Okay. So we're gonna show this little
It's aliens again.
quick video here. A deep earth diamond has yielded a mineral never detected before in nature. It's called Dave White.
Yep.
Mineral is the first example of high pressure calcium. Discovery was announced November 11th in the journal Science.
Science.
Our International Mineralogical Association confirmed Daveomite, I'm just going to call it that, is a new mineral. It showed that diamonds can form farther down the mantle than previously thought, which is pretty cool. Discovery suggested that researchers may have found the best place to look for new minerals from the mantle. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's something that they had theorized or had made in a lab, but they didn't think it could happen naturally.
That's what it sounds like. Like it's way deeper than they thought that things were going to be able to form down in the mantle where things are all liquidy and stuff. Like they actually found, because of all of this pressure, they were able to find it down there. And it was a geophysicist named Dave, was his nickname. So that's why they call it Dave Mowite.
Oh yeah, his name was Ho Kwang Dave Mao. So they named it Dave Mowite. Okay, good.
Yeah, the mineral is the first example of a high pressure calcium silicate perovskite found on Earth. It had never been found on the Earth before. So that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Bam. Pretty cool.
Hmm.
So, new.
So they didn't think that diamonds
element.
could form that deep in the mantle?
Apparently not.
That's exciting.
It has a crystalline structure that forms only under high pressure and high temperatures in the Earth's mantle. The mainly solid layer of Earth trapped between the outer core and crust. Okay, we know that much.
We know that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rare
Duh.
glimpse into the deep mantle may help reveal new information about the structure of the planet. So, at a depth of more than 410 miles, meaning geologists may soon be able to better understand how the mantle controls Earth's plate tectonics. Pretty cool. So, it's a new official mineral. Yay!
That's cool.
I love it. So
Dave
that's,
Mowite.
that's good news.
Okay.
I feel like that was good news.
That's good news.
I like it. I
Good
like when
news.
they're like, we had no idea that this was actually a thing, and it's a thing. That
Mhm.
makes me happy. Yeah, kryptonite, baby. Okay. Next up, I'm not sure if we have discussed this at length. We brought it up a little bit previously from another article about how Trey Parker and Matt Stone from South Park, the creators of South Park, have actually purchased Casa Bonita.
They did purchase it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's theirs. It's totally theirs.
That's awesome. I didn't hear the update.
They totally got it. There was actually a group of Denver people who were like trying to raise money for them to buy it. They're like, save Casa Bonita. We're trying to make money to buy it. And then they heard that Trey and Matt were going to buy it. And they were like, whatever, this is bullshit. They shouldn't be buying it. I mean, they're Colorado natives, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they love it. They love it. They made a show about it. I brought it on the map, the whole thing. Like, it's something that both of them truly in their heart love, which I thought from the beginning that would be the best thing if people that actually care about it.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, that either the group or Trey and Matt, but they were kind of like, fuck that, we want it. And then Trey and Matt are like, yeah, so we have the money and you
Yeah.
don't, but we're going to do right by Casa Bonita. So I don't know if any of you guys might not know what Casa Bonita is. If you do not, it is a Mexican restaurant, which even the word restaurant doesn't even do it justice. It's in Denver, and it is like almost like Disney theme park style theatrical type of place. It's a huge, huge, huge restaurant, and it has a very unique structure the way that it's laid out. It's not just like regular, you sit down, your server comes to you, you go in and you wait in a line, and there's menus up on the wall, so you decide what you want while you're waiting in line, and then you order it, pay for it, they give you a tray with your drinks or whatever, and then you go to your table, and then the server ends up bringing you your food to the table whenever it comes out. One of the cool things about this dining experience is the sopapillas. Oh, thanks, Whitney.
Oh,
Awesome.
thanks, Whitney.
Yeah.
Hooray.
I appreciate that. That's the best. Woohoo. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun. And then we get the cool cuttlefish.
Right, we get a color.
I love seeing the cuttlefish when people do bits. It makes me so happy. Thank you.
Thanks, Whitney.
So yeah, there's a little flag that you can put up, and they just bring you sopapillas the entire time when you have the flag up, which is a pretty cool and unique experience. But one of the cool things about it is they have fucking cliff divers. They have an actual, like, I don't know, like a lagoon, I guess you could call it inside of it.
It's
And
very
it's like
lagoon-like.
there's multiple floors in this place, and they do this little show. It's kind of like old timey, like old west type of thing, and they do this like theatrical thing where they're like, oh, you robbed the bank and we're gonna get you or whatever, and then they go to shoot and then somebody jumps off this cliff, and it's probably like a 30 or 40 foot cliff. It's excessive. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. And there's also a cave. There's Black Bart's Cave, which is so freaking cool. It's like a haunted cave. So there's like almost like a little bit of like haunted house type of elements, like spooky stuff in there. It's not super long. You can go through it in a couple minutes or whatever, but it's like the pirate cave where the booty was hidden or whatever. So it's like got an epic cave. They have like a bunch of little shops and stuff like that that are like all old timey looking. Like it's like a whole fucking theatrical thing. Super, super fun. But Trey and Matt officially bought it, and they found a new executive chef. Thank God, because the one thing that everybody thought sucked about Casa Bonita, sadly, was the food. Everything else was fun. It was such a fun thing. I mean, all the South Park kids, Cartman and everybody, that was like the best thing ever is to go to Casa Bonita. Yeah. But everybody knows that the food is shitty. So they're like, okay, we're going to make everything better. We're not trying to change shit. We want to change it for the better. So we're going to have food that people actually want to eat that's actually good. Mm-hmm. And I guess that it's like a famous-ish chef. I don't watch cooking shows, so I have no idea. But Dana Rodriguez is the culinary mind behind Work and Class and Super Mega Bien. I have no idea what that means. It's probably a show. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll revitalize the menu with scratch-made Mexican fare. So they found like a legit Mexican lady to come and make actual good Mexican food.
Sweet.
So that's pretty awesome.
Scratch-made Mexican fare. Okay.
Yeah, rather than like the shit that was produced before. I only ate there once, and like it was all right, but like a real Mexican person would cry, like it was not so great. But I'm really happy that they bought it, and I will say that at one point, Trey specifically was like, I have done, South Park, done all these movies, I've been all over the world, I've done all these things, like, buying Casa Bonita is like the pinnacle of my life. Like that, like of life goals, he's like, I feel like I finally reached a level of success because I could be the owner of Casa Bonita. So he's super pumped. Him and Matt both. Yeah, they're really, really super excited about it. So it's going to be fun. And if you guys are ever in the Denver area, I would totally go. Yeah, you can hear the echoes of Cartman freaking out, like, more super peas, please. Blackbird's Cave, cool. Yeah, if anyone has not seen that episode, you totally should. You go in and imagine Cartman's your waiter.
That would be awesome, actually, if they brought South Park in.
I bet there's going to be some elements that they bring in because they know a lot of people are going there with that in mind. Mm-hmm. I'd never heard of Casa Bonita before I saw that. Never.
Me either.
It's super fun. So I hope that they bring a little bit in just for the fun because they know that people are going to actually want that. I don't think they'll like overdo it. It'd be ridiculous, but yeah. Jennifer Lopez. What was the? Oh, I give taco flavored kisses or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, it's great. It's great. So yeah, so they're saying that they're going to improve the food, obviously. And there's some people that have actually worked there for like 30 years. There's people that have worked there forever. And with the pandemic happened, they had to close down and a lot of people lost their jobs. So they are saying that anybody that has worked there ever in the past absolutely has their job back. Everybody is welcome back. They will be paid well. And I think that that's great. So they're not like, oh, we're just trying to replace the staff or whatever. Like anybody that still wants to be there can be there. So they're going to,
that's awesome. That's really cool.
They're just going to make it better. And I'm really very, very, very excited about it. So this is the new chef, Dana Rodriguez. Pretty cool. She looks pretty stoked right now. I mean, that's a pretty big deal.
She's talking about how she's going to improve it. Scroll back up a little bit. and it says, "You're still gonna see gorillas walking around. They just might smell better." Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about
Still-
cleaning stuff. They're talking about cleaning up Blackbird's Cave. I don't know what was not good about it, but I guess it hasn't
It
had a
probably
good deep
hadn't
clean.
been cleaned ever.
It's very, very, very possible. Another cool thing about this chef, this is really cute. She submitted an application 25 years ago as a dishwasher. They never reached back. When they didn't hire me, I remember saying, I can make better fucking enchiladas than this. So she was like bummed out about it. And when she finally got the call from those guys about this job, they reached out to her. She said, "Oh, Casa Bonita got my file. They finally got my application, and they want me to be a dishwasher or a line cook," which is really cute.
That's funny.
It's super, super cute. And I love that she actually did apply there before
Yeah.
as like an entry level thing, and now she's like this fantastic chef, and she got like the best job ever. So it's great. I will stop rambling about Casa Bonita, but I really think that it's fucking great, and I'm happy about it. So yay!
Yeah, that's awesome.
Trey and Matt fucking did it. They bought it. It's gonna be better, and I cannot wait to go back sometime. I'm really looking forward to going
Yeah.
back and seeing
Steve
the
said field
updated
trip.
stuff.
Let's get a bus field trip.
Oh my god, I totally will. That sounds
That'd be awesome.
awesome.
That'd be so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm in. I'm fucking in for that shit. I love it. I love it. Cool.
Love it. Love it.
Okay. Our next fun topic of discussion is. Oh, fuck you. Sorry. Goddamn pop-ups. Honeybees let out a little whoop when they bump into each other. They're apologizing when they bump into each other. They're so polite. And
Aw.
that is pretty awesome.
Very cute.
There's a vibrational pulse that the honeybees produce, and they thought that it was a signal to other bees to stop what they're doing, but it might actually be an expression of surprise, they say. So it's like, oh, pardon me, excuse me.
Sorry, pardon me.
Oh,
Excuse me.
that's so fucking
That's
cute,
pretty
dude.
cute.
Yeah, and you can't, like humans can't hear it, but you can detect it because it's such a low frequency kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Roxy, it's your little busy bee cousins. And they're so polite.
Yes. Oh, excuse me, pardon me.
See, they took the syrup.
Yeah.
They got honey. They don't need syrup. Unless there's like a honey syrup trade, like an underground honey syrup trade we don't know about. The bees and the trees are in it together.
Okay, so I have to read the sentence because it ends very, very, very cutely. In the 1950s, researchers noticed that the signal was often followed by bees exchanging food and hypothesized that it was a request for food. Later, it was shown that the signal was produced when one bee tried to inhibit another from performing a waggle dance. A waggle dance?
The waggle
That's the
dance.
cutest name
Yeah.
I've ever heard, ever. That means it's a behavior that tells other bees where to forage. It was interpreted as a stop signal that warns colleagues against foraging in a location where there might be problems, such as a predator or a researcher bothering the bees for an experiment. A fucking waggle dance. Oh my god.
You know about the waggle dances, right?
No.
You
That
don't know
sounds
about a
so
waggle
cute.
dance?
No, tell me about waggle dance.
So bees, that's actually the language that we have translated. We essentially understand what bees are saying and can communicate with them with a fake bee, actually. We can mimic their language, and it's through dancing. They communicate through these waggle dances, and they vibrate at certain frequencies, and they go in different directions in like circles and stuff while they're dancing, and all the other bees come around and group around and watch them, and then whenever they're done, it's a map to a new like pollination area or somewhere that they need to go or whatever it is, but all the other bees get a map out of it, and they're able to go find the pollen that the bee is telling them about, or if there's a new home that they're
Wow.
looking at, or if there's a threat or a danger. But they communicate through their little waggle dances, and they waggle their little butts, and they vibrate, bzz, and then they buzz their wings, bzz, and they
Oh
give
my God,
off very
cute.
specific frequencies, and it's a literal language that we've translated and can communicate with.
I love that. We can speak bee language. They use fake bees to talk to them?
I don't know if it's a fake bee or if it's like a little vibration-y thing, but they have to get something to move around in like the right order, so I'm assuming it's a thing. The article I was reading didn't explain how we're doing it, but that we have translated it and it's one of the only other species languages that we've almost completely translated and understand. It was one of the first ones that we figured out. But yeah, I don't know how they
Cool.
do it.
That
Or whatever.
is so cool. Waggle dance.
But the waggle dance,
my
and they're
God.
cute when they do it. They like buzz
So
around, and all the
cute.
other bees like group around and watch, and they're like, "Oh,
Wow.
take notes."
Okay. All right. I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah, waggle dance.
Yeah, they found that the signal takes place mostly at night, in contrast to waggle dances, which happen during the day when the bees are foraging.
When they can't see.
Yeah. Wow. That is so fun. So, yeah, it sounds like they're
fun.
just like being just like considerate and sweet.
Sorry,
Yep,
sorry.
sorry. Excuse me. Oh, I love it. So, there we go. Cool.
They're like little eccentric and interpretive dancers that say whoops a lot. Whoops, sorry. Whoops.
That's so cute.
Sorry, my fault. Andy and I were joking that they're probably just running into each other and saying, "Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be."
That's funny. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, we talked about a group of squirrels, baby squirrels, whose tails were all wrapped up in each other. Remember we talked about that? That there was like a bunch of, was it squirrels or mice or whatever, but their tails were that got intertwined when they were in the nest, and somebody had to like remove them. They were all trapped. So
Oh, get out of the
apparently this
bathroom or
fucking happens.
Okay.
Apparently this happens. I didn't know that this happens. Enough to make a thing about it.
Yeah.
So I came across this.
Okay.
It's disgusting. Warning. A rat king is an extremely rare phenomenon in which rats become intertwined at their tails. This is the largest known mummified rat king in the Scientific Museum in Germany, consisting of 32 rats.
Wow. 32 rats.
Blech.
How do their tails get stuck together?
I don't know, man.
That's weird to me.
I don't know. I do
That's
not know
crazy.
how they could be stuck. But with the squirrel one, they were in the nest, and they
Weird.
just, it was a smaller nest, and they just like got stuck around each other, and somebody freed them, and it was like a heroic moment. These guys
I like this one.
didn't
He's cute.
have as good luck. Apparently,
Wow.
32 fucking rats.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I don't remember that talking about that before.
No.
About the squirrels stuck together. Maybe I went to the bathroom or something, but no, I don't remember that.
Be, yeah, weird. That's a weird one. So I
That
just
is
wanted
weird.
to.
And it's a mummified one?
Yeah, yeah. It's just like it was in some kind of environment that just preserved it. So it's mummified and it's in a museum, which is pretty
Okay.
awesome. A rat king. It's called
Rat
a
king.
rat king.
Okay.
That's weird.
That is weird. Interesting.
Yep. Now we know. Fucking gross. So we're gonna kick it up a notch
Oh, okay.
real quick and do something nice and happy, considering that was disgusting.
Okay.
So, in South Korea, in Seoul, South Korea, they have been doing this street art that actually comes to life when it rains.
Cool.
It's water activated paint that you can't see until it's wet.
What?
And they're doing these huge things. So Pantone came up with the idea of bringing colors to the somber streets of Seoul during rainy season. U.S.-based company teams up with designers from the School of the Art Institute of Chicago to create water-activated street murals. And this is how they called it the Project Monsoon started. So it's hydrochromic paint is what it is called. So let's show you some. Look, water-activated. Boom.
Cool.
And look at that.
Wow, no way.
Look at how cool that is. And when it's dry, you can't even see it.
It goes away.
And then it comes up like that when it's wet.
Wow.
We live in Seattle. We need that business.
Yeah,
Look at
seriously. I need
it.
some of that.
It's so bright.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That's real bright.
It's really, really bright.
I wonder why. So it's the Art Institute of Chicago and Pantone I wonder why it's in Seoul. Like why it's in South Korea.
Oh no, I guess somebody had the idea to do it, and they worked with whoever could make it.
Guess so.
So that is really, really, really neat. Hopefully, every city in the world could do the same. I concur.
Yeah, we should all be doing that.
What the hell? That's so
Yeah.
awesome.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's happening.
Oh,
It's
that's
gonna
super cool.
happen. Yep. Love it.
Yes, yeah, I've never seen anything like that. I've seen the hydrophobic paint, but not hydrochromic.
Hydrochromic.
That's cool. Okay. Nice.
Yep, and it's transparent.
Yeah.
We need to get that. We need to get some of that.
All right.
That's so freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that.
Paint our house in it.
Yeah.
When it rains, the house changes colors. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Well, cool.
Yeah, I like that. I thought that was pretty
Super
cool.
fun.
I know. I wish America would do that also. I really do.
I know, right? We're kind of boring with some things.
Okay, so this is a little bit of an older article, but we haven't talked about it yet, and I think it's fucking funny. So we had talked previously about Mark Zuckerberg changing Facebook Corporation, changing the name.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, what's it going to be? And then we had announced, oh, okay, it is called Meta. Well, apparently, there's already a fucking company called Meta. You just didn't realize it? Maybe not he, but like the entire team, nobody quite realized that there was already a company
They didn't
with
Google it. I bet that company
that
has a Facebook page.
name. Oh my, you know what? You're
Which
probably
would be
right about
funny.
that. You're probably right. Oh my God. So it's kind of funny because the company called Meta was like, okay, I'll give you the name for a few $1 million. They straight up were like, give me a few $1 million and you can have the fucking name.
Yeah.
So it's a PC company.
Okay.
Initially, it's a PC company. And honestly, with Facebook and all the money they have, you can have whatever you want. You could figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. So they were asking for $20 million. It says, however, to avoid a lawsuit, the founders of the small technology company asked for a payment of $20 million to withdraw the registration application and free the name of Meta. So they're like, you give me $20 million and you can fucking
And
totally
we're
have
good.
it.
You can
We're
have the
good.
name.
We don't even care. We will change our name so fucking fast. But I thought it was kind of funny because,
Yeah.
like, why would you choose a
But
name
what?
that's already...
Meta PC? No one's ever even heard of that. What is that?
I've never heard of it.
It's a Meta PC.
I don't know.
And there's a picture of him holding the box.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Really name change.
Okay, so they're like, okay, we'll change the name. We don't give a shit. But for $20 million, I would do whatever. I'm like, I don't
Yeah, I
care.
would.
You can literally do whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, $20 million is drop in the bucket. It's $124 billion
Yeah,
estimated fortune.
yeah, Facebook is worth 124 billion. And they're like, just give me 20 million.
20 million. 20 million. It's
Yeah,
easy.
Facebook should be like, yeah,
simple.
okay, here.
Totally fine. I feel like that's reasonable, you know? And
Yeah.
they're like, we don't give a shit. We already announced the name, so just take the fucking money.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
everybody wins on that one, I feel like. But I just thought it was so ridiculous that
Yeah,
that
they
was the
didn't
case.
search that out or know about it.
no.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like
So,
a company
there you
that
go.
big, you
Meta.
could just hit up the, like, office of trademarks or whatever, the registrar, and be like, hey, is this name taken? And they'd be like, yes.
Yeah. But at that point, they're probably like, we don't give a shit. We're just going to take it because we can do whatever the fuck we want. They could probably like, we're going to name it Apple Incorporated, and probably could have still been able to buy that fucking name, you know? Like, it's crazy. It's
That would
crazy.
be awesome if Facebook bought the name Apple.
That would be really
Very good.
funny. Okay. I'm going to come back to this one because this one's really, really cool. And it's a longer thing. We'll do that later. Oh, man. So, this is kind of fun. There was an armored car driving in Southern California, and the armored car somehow released money all
Cool.
over the streets.
That's
There was
weird.
money just flapping around in the fucking highway, man.
What?
A bunch of it. And then people were getting out of their cars and they're like, oh my God,
yeah,
there's
they
free
were.
fucking money
Yeah.
all over the streets. Oh my God. What the hell? So, yeah, people were totally grabbing all the money. And then the police was like, we want it back. And they're looking at the videos of people's license plates and some kind of face recognition technology to be like, yo, we know you have
We
this
know
fucking
you have
money.
it. And I'm sure all the serial numbers are trackable on all that money. So if anybody uses it, it'll probably flag it. And be like,
Yeah.
But
But, dude, one of the doors just unexpectedly swung open
wow.
and bags of cash flew out. This is an armored vehicle. It's supposed to be the most secure transport method ever.
Unless somebody doesn't close the door correctly.
You think there would be like a alarm type of thing that says, hey, your shit's open.
Mm-hmm.
Like there should be epic protocols to be able to
I'm sure there
test
are.
for this, you know? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Or like
It's
the
not very
ignition won't
secure.
start if it's not actually closed or whatever, you know? Like
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, and it was the guard's first and last day of the job. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. You're fucking fired, man. You're so
Yeah.
fired. Not good.
You had one job. Don't lose the money.
It was mostly ones and 20s.
Huh?
So it wasn't like big stacks of hundos for the most part. But they're like, you did it immediately. Turn it in. Look at the photos of these people.
People like,
They're
yeah.
fucking stoked, dude. And they're posting it up on social media and stuff. Like, wow, look, we found all this free money. This guy on the left is real pumped.
How many fights did that start? People had to be fighting.
I don't know, at least 2 people got arrested. So I don't know exactly what for. But yeah, it's just all over the ground. Yeah, it's totally like The Price is Right. It's great.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yep, but they were arrested at the scene for collecting what they could, which I think is stupid. Like, they shouldn't just arrest you. You're like, I'm helping clean
I'm
up.
helping collect it.
Totally
I
helping right
wasn't
now.
gonna keep it. Come on.
Oh, man.
I was just putting it in a pile for you.
That makes me think of our friend is a security guard at a local casino, and they actually got robbed at gunpoint last month or so. And this dude walks in, goes to the money cage, hopped through the hole of the money cage, and got a bunch of money. Didn't have a bag. Just didn't bring a bag with him. So he's got armloads of money and was running out the door and left a fucking trail of breadcrumbs of money stacks. Like, apparently there was at least 30 grand that was dropped from the cage to the door, and then in the parking lot there was at least another 20 or 30 grand in the parking lot. What an idiot. So we don't even know how much he even made out with. They didn't catch the guy, which is crazy that they weren't able to catch him.
Yeah.
But like,
But he was shooting.
yeah, and he actually
He had a-
shot behind him at my friend who was a security guard and his other security buddies. Thankfully nobody was hit, but they didn't realize that he was about to start shooting. Seemed like he was like preoccupied, you know, but he turned around and he shot at them. It was pretty crazy. Oh, yay, I love Uncle Scar and Walt,
And Walt.
at the same time.
Nice.
Woo!
Hello. Nice to see
What's
you
up,
both.
guys? I am so happy that you have arrived.
Yeah.
And you are joining our fun party.
Welcome to the fun party.
Welcome to the fun party on
It's
Monday.
pretty chill Monday so
Yeah.
far.
Yep.
But fun news.
Yeah, we got some weird news. Right now, we have been talking about the fact that an armored car was driving down the highway in Southern California, and one of the doors swung open, and bags of money flew out, and a bunch of people are grabbing it and have gotten arrested. Just a little reminder, there's their faces. Everybody was
Yep,
pretty
this is them.
stoked.
Yeah.
And they've got arrested, and they're telling people if you found any money on the highway to bring it back. It's not your money.
It's not your money.
Well, I think it's fair game if it's just like flopping around all over the place. That's
Yeah, once
just
it's left the bag and it's
me.
flying around out in public, I feel like it's everybody's.
Yeah.
Like, it was on the sidewalk. That.
But
Money
yeah,
in the gutter is
they
everybody's
ended up
money.
closing the freeway down though. They were like, "Fuck off, everybody!
Mm-hmm.
We're closing it down." Somebody had to go and manually pick up every fucking dollar bill on the ground,
Yep.
every single one. That sounds like shit.
It's the best community service those convicts ever served.
Probably,
Picking
yeah,
up money.
for sure. And then like if there was wind blowing, then you know some of that shit blew away. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna be in the bushes and stuff like that, and somebody someday is gonna end up finding it.
Totally, it's gonna blow around, and
That's crazy.
that's out there.
So yeah,
There's definitely money
That's,
flying around now.
somebody got in real big trouble for that because
Yeah,
you don't
right.
just like not close the door on an armored vehicle.
Yeah, how
It's
did that door
fucking
swing
ridiculous.
open? That's
I don't
so
know.
weird.
But somebody is in
It's not good.
trouble.
Yeah.
Big time. So in addition to that, we have another highway situation
Oh.
that happened. Apparently, several gallons of Jack Daniels spilled into the Tennessee highway.
Oh no.
Yes.
Not my Jack Daniel.
Yeah. They had about $400,000 worth of Jack Daniels, and it overturned on the highway, and a bunch of the glass bottles broke, and it just started like seeping whiskey all over the fucking highway, dude.
Boo.
Bummer. So I wonder if people were seeing like on their stomachs just like sucking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, straws just like sucking it up. Man, that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's crazy. About
That was too bad.
$400,000 worth of whiskey. Wow.
And it was intended to go to Israel.
Oh.
It was a shipment that was going to Israel, and now a bunch of it is on the.
Now Israel's having a whiskey shortage.
Yeah, I know, right? What a bummer, man! What
They're
what
gonna
a
have to reach
fucking
into their
what a
reserves.
bummer! Highway bummers, 2 highway bummers in a row. It's crazy.
Right, Roxy, save the whiskey.
We have ATM robberies in Baltimore and the surrounding counties. One just happened last night in a suburb of Baltimore called Severn. Oh man,
ATM robberies, huh?
that sucks.
Are they just jacking the entire ATM and figuring out how to get into it later?
Or are they like
Yes.
robbing people when they're actually taking money out?
Oh yeah, like robbing people at the machine. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the way to do it, I guess.
That sucks. Oh yeah, they're taking the whole ATM. Damn,
Mm.
that's hardcore.
That is hardcore. I've seen videos of that.
It makes me
It
think
looks
of
rough.
in Breaking Bad when Jesse goes to go get money from the fucking junkies or whatever. And they had an ATM, and the guy was just like sledgehammering it and couldn't
Just
figure
trying
out
to
how
get
to get
into
into
it.
it. Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that'd be rough. I
That's
don't know how I would get into an ATM.
Chainsaw?
Probably not. I don't think a chainsaw is going to be strong enough. It's probably going to have to be some kind of torch situation. You're probably going to have to cut your way into it, or like if there's some hole where you could get like a crowbar into it and like break the back of it off or something. But it's going to be like a safe. I mean, it's going to be like a metal
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
That's pretty intense. That's pretty
Yeah.
ballsy to do.
A hacksaw, if you had
That's
time,
crazy.
maybe a hacksaw just to sit there and cut away.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like that. I think that's people are crazy right now.
Yeah,
But yeah.
this is true.
Okay, well, rest in peace, Jack Daniels, that has spilled out all over the highway. What a bummer. Womp, womp, womp.
Womp womp.
Womp, womp. Okay, what do we have next on the
About a week and a
agenda?
half ago, police found a whole bunch of ATMs in the backyard of an abandoned house.
Whoa, really?
Wow. That's
Wow, that's nuts.
crazy. Smart keeping them in an abandoned house, though. It's not your own backyard.
Yeah.
Like, keep them over here where nobody lives.
Yeah, oh, that's
Hmm.
nuts, man. I mean, do they put GPS trackers on the ATMs? They totally should. Inside of it, put some kind of GPS tracker.
Yeah.
So that way, if it's gone, like, it takes them 2 seconds to figure out where it is.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Duh.
Duh.
I feel like that's, like, I don't know.
It's like
the
ATM
easiest-
101.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
come on. And they're trying to grow money trees.
Yeah, we're planting the ATMs.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
My ATM crop is doing well this year.
People are crazy. Okay, so we have some cool Egyptian news, which is awesome.
Cool. Okay.
So last year, as we totally know, they did the procession of the sphinxes or whatever. And this is a new, really cool one. I personally was not aware that this was a thing, but there is a road, an underground road that went from, I believe it was Karnak. And hold on, when you pull this article up, I'll be able to tell you. We just had to do some ad blocking bullshit.
Unblocking.
Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Avenue of the Sphinxes, it was called. It was buried for thousands of years, and they've been excavating it for a long time, but they just finally unveiled it with a epic party. Look at all these fireworks that they had. Oh my God, stop trying to
Get
stop
away
this.
from me. Yeah, look at all those fireworks.
Dude,
That's
yeah,
the party.
they made a big deal about it. It is super, super cool. And this was just on November 25th. It connects the two temples in the city of Luxor, which is like a big, awesome deal. Where's the rest of the article? There we go. Okay, they revealed that the road was buried in the sand for thousands of years, but they had a big parade about it. And they called it the Avenue of the Sphinxes because there was a bunch of statues of sphinxes and other things along this road. So it was buried underground for fucking ever. It's 3,000-year-old thing.
Did they say how big those sphinxes were? Is there a picture or reference or
There's
anything?
not. I wish that there was.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I really didn't really think about any other sphinxes. Or just the Great Sphinx is the only one that I know of.
And that sound was Tavia spilling the box of ornaments
Tavia spilled
upstairs.
all of the Christmas ornaments. I was pretty sure those were going to come cascading down the stairs.
It sounded like
they're
mainly the
coming this
plastic
way.
ones, which is good.
Yeah, this is good. There was no shattering and all
That's
that.
good. Oh, wow. That's so funny, dude.
No.
Have fun cleaning that out. It's going to be good. Hey, Murdered Monk. Welcome
Oh,
back.
Murdered Monk. Hello.
We are so happy to have
Long
you.
time no
Yay.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, yeah. The kiddies are probably going to have fun with that. They're like, look at all these balls
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Balls, balls, balls.
Look at all these balls.
That's so
Jedi
funny.
didn't even move. He was like, whatever.
Oh, Murdered Monk. Happy that you popped in. We're talking about a new cool find in Egypt right now.
Yeah.
Is the Avenue of the Sphinxes, which was a road that connected two of the temples in Luxor, which is so awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, the sphinxes, like the only thing about the great sphinx, you know, so it's like I wonder what the other ones were, how big they are, and like
I don't know, but let's check
There are
out this
videos that
video.
show us, I think.
We're gonna check out this video.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 2-hour video.
2 hour.
Okay.
Oh, it's
so,
the whole freaking.
Oh my
that's
god. Okay, so we're gonna.
Is it the whole celebration? So it's like they did with the.
Yeah,
museum?
with the yes.
Cool. We'll totally have to watch this whole thing. That'd be fun.
Oh, I will totally watch this entire thing. So obviously we can't watch it right now, but
Yeah.
oh, there's El Presidente.
Yeah, we want to see. Want to see some
Oh,
sphinxes.
this is so cool. So if anybody's interested, go on YouTube. It's the grand opening of the Sphinx Avenue. And you
Yeah,
can
I'll find it real quick.
you can watch that. That's awesome. I'm so excited about this. This is so neat. And I want to see like what it appears to be now, you know? Like can we walk through it?
Yeah.
Oh, we got lots of dances. Man, for the last parade of the pharaohs, it was like epic amount of synchronized dancing and songs and the whole thing. So it seems like it's something similar to that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just leave that to you guys
Yeah,
to check out that video at some point.
And I'll share
in
this
the
link
future.
right now. I'm copying it over. So.
Awesome, you're fantastic. Wow, I'm really pretty pumped about that. That's really, really neat. Yay. Good job, Egypt. And I love how they make a big hoopla over things.
Yeah.
They make like a big, fun deal about it. It's great. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, the opening of the or the parade of the mummies, or parade of
Pharaohs.
pharaohs was super cool. Brave the Mummies. Just
That was so fucking cool. That was so.
Yeah, that
if
was super
anybody
cool,
is
but-
interested that has not seen that, Dusty is
Yeah.
also gonna put a link to that. That was unfucking believable. We did talk about it here on the show at some point, so I won't go into a whole thing. But there was a bunch of pharaohs, including 4 women queen pharaohs, that were paraded through the city in an epic celebration that were going to one of the new museums. They were putting them on display at the new museums, and they made these little carts. Each mummy pharaoh had its own vehicle that was like, you know, the oxygen was sucked out and it had these shocks and everything, and it was like a whole thing to make sure that they were safely transported.
Yeah, their little
And,
transport trucks were super cool.
It was cool, and they each had the
They
name
were
of the
awesome.
pharaoh, and they were in chronological order too, which
Yeah.
is really neat. It was a big deal. So definitely want to check that out too. I think that you guys would enjoy that if you are interested in Egyptian history, which I can't imagine anybody not be interested in Egyptian history because it's fucking awesome.
How do you spell
So, yeah.
pharaohs?
Pharoah, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Cool. Can't find it?
I found it. I just couldn't spell.
Oh, okay.
pharaoh, but-
Okay. Well, cool. We're going to put that in there too. That's super cool. All right. So, next order of operations here.
Whatever. I think it's spelled wrong, but there's the link.
Good
Spelled right or
No,
not.
it's okay.
There's the link.
job.
Parade of Mummies. We'll just go with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 injured as pigs storm the golf course in West Yorkshire.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Look at
Pigs.
this fucking pig, dude.
That's
That's
a
a
big
big pig,
Yeah,
man.
that's an easy thing to
That's
get injured
like-
by.
Serious.
Were they were just attacking people? They were just charging
Dude,
people at the golf
yes.
course? Lame,
They
that sucks.
were. 2 people suffered minor injuries from a pair of pigs storming the golf course. They caused chaos at the Lightcliff Golf Club by storming one of the greens and knocking over bags. Look at them. Wow, those are fucking
Those
big
are
fat pigs. Where do they
big
come
pigs.
from? I don't know.
It says we don't know where they came from.
Yeah, it's weird. Nobody
Nobody-
fucking
they
knows.
just
They just
showed
like
up.
random pigs just came and
They just hate
they injured a
golf.
golfer by causing cuts to his leg.
Yeah, that's scary. That's a big thing to be hit by.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, lady.
Lady,
Hello.
welcome.
Welcome.
We are so happy to have you. Wait, you met a pig named Kenny Hoggins? Oh, come on, man. That's the best
It's a really good
fucking pig name ever.
Kenny
Kenny
Loggins.
Hoggins. That's
Oh, that's
awesome.
Alright.
Dude. These pigs look serious, though.
Those are serious pigs.
And look, they dug
they hate
holes
golfers.
before they were caught by police.
What?
So they sent the police out to round them up, of course.
Call the cops, obviously.
But they're look at them. They were really digging. I wonder if
digging.
they were truffle pigs and there's
Oh.
truffles down there. I don't know.
Right. Replace your divots. Come on, hogs.
Oh my god! And his cousin Crisp P Bacon. Oh man,
Who are these
Are
people with these
you
good pig names? High
serious?
five to those people.
that's amazing.
Kenny Hoggins, crispy bacon. No, that's it. That's the end of the stream. Nothing gets better than that. It's good.
Poor little Bacon. He didn't even know what that meant. But yep. So that club was forced to close at night for safety reasons,
Yeah, good.
but has been reopened.
call.
It's fine.
It's
Oh, you tried giving up pork in their honor, but ended up at McDonald's a few days later and didn't realize sausage was made of pork. I mean, it's delicious.
Sometimes-
It's delicious.
Sometimes it's pork, sometimes it's chicken.
I think that is sweet, though. You're like
Yeah, that was-
attempting to give up pork in their honor. That's
was a
really
good
nice.
try.
You know, like any corners people can cut, I think is really good. I eat all of it though. I do, and I feel sad for it sometimes, but it's the circle of life. And I love sausage. Dude, a McGriddle, a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle, ain't nothing like that in the world. They're so
This is true.
fucking good. So, yep, sorry. These poor little pigs, I would eat them.
Well,
Wow, those are like, they're serious.
those are big pigs.
They're big, but
they
they just
charge
kind of
by
were like,
pig and
"Brrr."
Yeah.
It's just-
They just nobody knows where they came from. They just hate golfers, and they're like,
No.
"Yeah, get off,
It's
get off our
very
land, get off this golf course.
strange,
We're reclaiming this golf course for ourselves."
dude. And then they're just digging holes, like "fuck your golf course, fuck you."
there
Like,
truffles
oh,
in here?
no.
Not good.
That sucks. Like, why do they even need to be digging? What are you digging for? What are you looking for at this point? You're on a golf course. It's a big
Just trying to
green
fuck it up
fieldy
for everybody.
area.
You like putting balls in holes? Here's some extra holes.
And also, like, people on a golf course, think about, like, how big the golf course is and how very few people are on it. Like, why did the pigs just, like, storm people? Like, stay away from people.
Yeah.
Go do your thing. You have all this space that you can roam around, you can dig holes, you can do whatever, but why are you trying to go fuck with people?
Well,
I
they,
don't
they
think
hate
that's very
golfers.
nice.
They don't like golf.
I know. Why do they hate golf?
I don't know. Maybe their mother was killed by a golf ball.
And they're
Now they're
getting
just taking out
revenge.
their revenge on all
Oh my
golfers.
god. That's got to be it.
It's gotta be it.
There's
It's
no other
it's the only-
options. Oh my
the
god.
only explanation, really.
Oh man. All right, so there was a BBC radio show was going on, and this was just today actually. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. They were doing a radio program, and an alarm came on and ordered everybody to leave the building. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, they didn't, like, give any kind of reason why. The alarm said, please leave the building immediately by the nearest exit. And one of the presenters told concerned listeners, you may be able to hear we have a little alarm going on here. Yeah. Apparently there was not actually an emergency. There was not an emergency. It was a false alarm
Wow.
that
That
told
sucks.
everybody to get out of the building in the middle of a show that
Middle
they
of a
were
live
doing.
broadcast.
So that
That
is
sucks.
weird. So they just had to bail and then came back and they're
Yeah.
like, are we good? I mean, with like all the weird shooters and stuff like that going on, like you
Bombs
never
and
know.
stuff, like,
Yeah, you can't fuck
these days.
around. But yeah, it did not actually happen. Nothing was happening. So that's a weird one. So here's a little photo of the newscasters that were like, we're outside. We don't know what's going on. Okay, cool. Well, we're back in now. It's fine, I guess.
inside.
That's so
Weird.
weird.
Glad it wasn't an emergency.
Yeah, but if
'Cause,
they're
yeah,
doing a
these
test,
days that could have been anything.
that's the thing. You never know.
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, it's in the UK, so they don't have as many like psychopaths as we have out here.
I don't know. There's been all kinds of explosions and stuff over there too.
That's also true.
Like,
That's
all
all,
the
yeah, a lot of
bombs
the
and
terrorism
the-
stuff going on.
yeah, people getting run over by trucks and like people are
And
crazy over
acid
there
being
too.
thrown into people's faces and stuff.
hmm
That's really fucked up that they were just running around throwing acid in
Yeah.
people's faces.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Ouch. It's not good.
Not good at all.
Not good. Not good. Not good. So yeah, so that was weird. Talk about weird news. That
Very
was,
weird.
That was fucking
That's some weird news.
It was weird. Okay. So this one, I did not get a chance to review this one, so we're gonna review it together,
Okay.
which will be fun.
This is like our equivalent of a live learn. It's
Yep,
a live
yep,
learn.
we're doing a live one right now.
We're all learning.
Unexplained encounter spurs Pentagon to launch new UFO task force.
Oh.
What's up with that? So the ex-military boss said UFOs are real and we need to prepare for them. And Pentagon was paying attention to that. So on November 23rd, Deputy Secretary of Defense launched a new investigative force. It has one purpose and one purpose only: to observe, track, and identify UFOs, or UAPs that they're calling them now. But this is its whole purpose: is to observe, track, and identify them. So that is helpful because, there's been a bunch of these different sightings and everything, and they were trying to figure out, like, oh, do we need, like, defense or so this isn't defense. This is just we need to try to figure out what's going on. So we're going to put all of the sightings all in one place and try to figure that out, which is, I think, very important, honestly.
So it's replacing the UAP task force, which is the one that wrote the Pentagon papers that came out, and the whole like release thing. And it's the Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group, or AOIMSG. Okay, good. We'll remember that.
Oh, JT!
Oh,
You're
hi, JT.
here. Hi.
Hello.
It's so nice
to see
to
you.
have you.
Yes.
I hope that you're doing good. I hope your Thanksgiving was good.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so happy that you popped in. That makes my heart happy. We got some good buds
been
in
a
here
minute.
tonight. We have some good, nice buds.
Yeah.
I am so happy
Nice to see
for
everyone.
that. Yay, good.
See.
You little sweetheart. Yes, seeing you guys
Seeing everyone.
via your Twitch
Yeah.
names.
We're saying your names.
But-
That's good. And we're learning about a new UFO investigation group right now.
Yeah.
The AOIMSG.
Which
the
does
Airborne
not roll off.
Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group. Management synchronization. You're just adding big words to make that sound crazy.
It does. Because how am I going to remember that? I'm not going to remember that.
Yeah.
But it is pretty cool that this is, put in place by the alien masturbation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, your volume probably wasn't low. It was probably Dusty mumbling,
Yeah.
which totally happens.
And with all
constantly.
the gigantic words they've got in the name, it could say masturbation in there. I don't know.
Yeah, the Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group. Good Lord. Oh, good night, Walt, you little sweetheart.
Good night, Walt.
I am so glad that you popped in to say hi to us for a little bit. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your
Have a
evening,
good evening.
and we'll see
Happy
you again
Monday.
soon.
Yes.
So yeah, so they're making this new agency. It is the Pentagon is actually making this happen. So, for all these years, they were like, whatever, UFOs aren't real. We don't know what you're talking about. It's weather balloons only. Fuck you. They tried to just sweep it under the rug for so long. So now, little by little, they're like, yeah, there's totally weird shit. We're totally on it. It's fine. Like, we have these agencies, and we're just going to just check it out. It's totally fine. So I just thought that was a really, like, smooth. They thought they were being so smooth transition into this. But, hey, better late than never.
Yeah, as long
Better
as
than
we're
denying
looking into
it to the death, because they were denying it to the death for a really long time.
Yeah.
And we're like, you guys, come
Now
on.
we're actually admitting it anyway.
Yeah, you can't deny that something's happening. Like, that was the annoying part. Like, something is happening. I can't even say anything 100%. I don't know if it's definitely aliens. My personal thoughts is I think that we are being visited by other beings from different places, for sure. Although, I don't know. I can't say. But at least they're checking it out. So the government finally is admitting that they don't actually know something. I
Yeah.
think that that's amazing.
Yeah, that's record breaking right there.
Yep. I will give them credit for
Yeah,
that.
It's saying that the Defense Department is needed to better address the appearance of UFOs near military training facilities,
Yeah.
which, yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
Like,
Because that happens a lot.
it does happen.
That happens a
That
lot.
seems like a threat that they would be like, we should look into this. and-
Yes, yep.
rather
And then
than
it's
being like,
shutting
"It
all the
doesn't work."
weapons down too. Like there's been so many cases of things being in the airspace of these military facilities and their weapons are completely deactivated. Even the backup systems are completely deactivated.
Yeah.
So something's going on there. I don't think that they necessarily need to go straight towards that. That means that it's a threat. It just means that if it is other beings, they recognize that we are a threat. So they're just pulling the plug on that.
Letting us know.
They're just
We
like,
can
hey,
shut all this down.
yeah, we're shutting it
if
down.
necessary.
Don't try to attack us. It's not going to be good. We're not trying to attack you. You don't want to attack us. No one's attacking. Everybody calm down.
No one's attacking. Stop attacking.
But I can understand, like, being military bases and stuff like that. I mean, their job is to protect.
Yeah.
that's their whole job, is to protect U.S. airspace and all this stuff. So I can't blame them, in a way, for at least being ready in case there is something happening.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Mhm.
So
It should
I
be.
get it, but acting out of aggression the whole time, I don't feel like is necessarily good. Okay.
It comes in response to an actual, genuine, bona fide UFO encounter. Really? We're sure there are other reasons as well, but this incident was one contributing factor. The UFO encounter dates back to 2019. At that time, the U.S. Navy captured several pyramid-shaped UFOs on video. The video shows a flashing triangular object flying slowly at a height of around 700 feet. It doesn't do anything particularly interesting, but the military has no idea what the thing is. The only thing we know for certain is that the footage is genuine, according to the Pentagon itself. I can confirm that the reference photos and videos were taken by Navy personnel. The UAPTF has included these incidents in their ongoing examinations. According to Science Alert, the DoD has been able to explain some other UFO encountered by military personnel. This investigation into pyramid UFOs, however, was closed as inconclusive. Okay.
Well, if you don't have a surefire answer, if you don't have anything physical that you can actually do tests on or whatever, it's all pretty much going to be inconclusive.
Yeah.
Because anything that has potential for movement that is out of the norm,
Yeah.
like, be like, okay, well, that was doing weird shit that we don't know how to do, but how can you say for sure that it wasn't the Russians or something like that, you know? Like, unless you actually have it there physically, I think everything is going to end up, for the most part, being inconclusive unless we have another Roswell type of situation.
Yeah.
Which, even then, are they even going to be honest about it? I don't fucking know. They
Yeah.
weren't honest the first time.
Yep.
But things have changed now. So if we did have a crash, I wonder if there would be a little bit more disclosure around that. Like, okay, we got this thing. We're not telling you where it is, you know, where we have it hidden, but we have this thing and we're doing these tests on it. Like, stay tuned, which I think would be fantastic if that was the case.
Yeah. So this
So we'll see.
says Pentagon actually has an entire stockpile of UFO footage. The DoD says that most of the 120 UFO encounters over the past 20 years have been solved, but some remain mysteries. 120 over 20 years, like that's extremely low.
Oh, it is. But those are the,
That's-
like, official ones that.
Those are the, and I
have been
think
put
all
out
these
there.
are military only,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's not like.
Just all the reported
people.
UFOs.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's footage that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So military footage. So they have 120 unidentified objects, or like footage of 120 unidentified objects from military. Okay.
Even if they said some of them have been solved, like maybe some of them they're like, nope, that was a bird, that was a weird thing, or whatever. But I don't even know if I trust if they've just solved it.
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
it actually
Yeah.
is solved.
If they're
or
just
not.
like, yeah, it's
I
this.
don't quite
It's a
trust
weather balloon.
any
Like,
of these people,
obviously.
to be totally honest with you. I don't
Yeah, I
fucking
don't
trust
know. Yeah, and one such of the mysteries that the Navy pilots caught on camera in November 2004 and January 2015. The Pentagon declassified the videos in 2020, and to this day, no one knows what the objects seen on the footage are. Which those are the ones that we saw all over the news the past couple of years. Those are the Navy ones that they released to the public. The videos show various UFOs doing things that human-made airplanes shouldn't be able to do. Among other things, the UFOs fly against the wind at extreme speeds, do turns and spins that should be impossible, and in some cases disappear into thin air. Although the videos were classified, they got leaked into public in 2018, and it's probably no surprise that a lot of people thought the videos were faked, made by UFO nuts. However,
Well, if it's being released by the Pentagon, it's different.
well, they were leaked in 2018, and everybody thought that they were
Oh,
fakes.
right.
But then the DoD confirmed that the footage is genuine, and they're releasing the videos in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that has been circulating was real, or whether or not there is more to the videos. Okay. Let's see. This is important.
Yeah, so they're saying, we're not saying it's aliens, and it's not that they think that the aliens are attacking Earth. It's more likely the objects could be experimental advanced aircrafts from other nations. You know, so that's fair, you know,
Yeah.
for them to be checking that out. But if it's not, then
And that's so that
who
that
knows?
theory isn't completely baseless. In July, China tested a new hypersonic airplane. An aircraft can circle the globe 5 times, or at 5 times the speed of sound, while popping off missiles.
Damn. Wow. Five
It can
times as soon as
circle the globe, right? The U.S. government had no idea China had developed such technology. If the plane had been caught on camera, it most definitely would have triggered some UFO flags. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, yeah. So there's some crazy technology out there that the governments of the world are working on for sure. And I'm sure a lot of the sightings and stuff. That's what it is. It's just weird stuff that we don't know exists. But
Yeah.
but some of it, I don't think it's us.
Interesting. Now, I'm glad
Yeah.
that they made a whole uh, task force dedicated to at least investigating these things. Do I completely believe that they're going to be honest 100% of the time? Probably not. But if they're actually searching for truth in some kind of way, I support that. That's good.
Yeah.
It's better than, like I said, completely ignoring that it is actually even a thing.
Yeah.
Whitney, the dichotomy of secrecy versus not, and the language the Pentagon politicians and scientists use to address it is so interesting. It's so non-committal, and it's hard to believe that they don't know what other countries are up to.
Yeah.
That's true, but there's secret stuff. We do secret shit that hopefully
Yeah.
other people don't know about or whatever. But it is hard to imagine that there's not, you know, spies sharing that information. But shit can slip through the cracks, I guess.
Totally. Some stuff stays secret when you have a small enough crew working on it.
Yeah.
Whatever it might be.
Yep, and you threaten everybody's family and everything real good,
Yeah.
and then they take care of shit, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be a ton of technology out there we don't know about. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Although I will say that actual anti-gravity, like actual anti-gravity aircraft being able to hover silently, whatever, not like, the jets that we use, like hover jets and stuff like that. Like actual completely quiet stuff.
hmm
We don't have anything like that yet. Not like that.
Maybe. I don't know. That's what Bob Lazar was working on, back in the 80s. Whenever he started, that's what they brought him on to start. And then after he left, they kept going. They're still working on it, So after all this time, I wouldn't doubt that we have that. And honestly, I think that Lockheed's Skunk Works, I think they do. I think we figured it out.
You think so?
Yeah.
Anti-gravity.
Yeah. I don't know if it would be as, like, the way that like the flying saucers essentially can just like stop on a dime and like move around. I don't think we could have anybody riding in it like that. I think it would have to be more drone led or like automatic, I guess. Because if we
Okay.
stopped at those high speeds, like our bodies would not be able to handle that. Like we just can't do that.
That's a
So
pretty good
I think the
point.
technology is there, and I think the hovering is there, and like the big silent black triangles. The common theory now is that that's ours. That's actually Lockheed Martin's aircraft, and like the black triangles are literally us.
Even the big ones, like a mile wide ones.
I don't know about the mile wide ones, but the ones that people typically see, where it's just like the silent
Interesting.
aircraft sized one, essentially,
Okay.
slightly larger that flies over. But
Yeah, I wonder if they were able to mirror it from some of the actual sightings that were out there, and then
I bet it was a recovered
to do that.
technology. I'm
Might
sure it was
be,
recovered
yeah.
or traded. Who knows? But
yeah, because with Roswell we heard about that big crash because it had come out on the radio and then the newspapers and everything right away, and then they pulled it back. If something lands in a remote area, it would probably be pretty easy to just shut everybody the fuck up real fast. So who knows how many more Roswell type of incidents that there have been that we just don't fucking know about.
And I think there's a lot. I mean, there's so many ex-military people who come out talking about crafts that they recovered and like things that they've seen. And even if they weren't the ones that collected it, they were there and on the scene and saw it, and then they were shooed away, and they don't know where everything went after that. Like, I think we found all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of empty space on the planet.
Yeah. Yep. And then I wonder about the ones that they've seen going under the water.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious about that shit.
Yeah.
Because we have no idea what's even in the ocean, period.
Yeah.
So,
Majority of it.
yeah, like there's so much of
We
it.
just found a new Stonehenge under the ocean, so that's, or not. That wasn't the ocean. That was under the Lake Michigan.
Under the lake. But
Yeah.
still,
And
there's a
that's
bunch
just
of
lake.
weird shit that they're finding
Yeah.
that we have no idea
Yeah.
about. So, yeah, it's very possible that there's a
Very
lot
possible.
more stuff that's just hiding right now.
Oh, Whitney
And,
says, I'm curious to know what is revealed the more that it's captured and shared online through social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I bet the next few years are going to be really interesting when it comes to alien stuff. And actually, it was years ago. I forgot who the general, it may have been one of the astronauts actually before they died, was talking about the enemies that were planned out, or like the world enemies that were planned out that we're going to be battling. And it was before 9/11 when the interview took place, and they said it was going to be, there was going to be an invisible enemy, which ended up being terrorists. And then I forgot what the enemies were before that. Oh, it was before the terrorists. But they eventually, or essentially, they laid out the enemies that we were going to be fighting, and it was going to be terrorists. And then once the terrorism and like the shock and awe and control of that wore off, then they were going to have to find something higher to battle, and that aliens was going to be the next battle, like the fake enemy that we're going to be pushing out there. So I really do think that over the next several years we're going to be hearing more of it. Whether it's true or not, I think that it's going to be pushed into the media and like normal, pushed into the norm essentially. And I bet it is used and manipulated to do whatever.
You think it's intentional?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is. I think that they're taking advantage of a situation that's already there. Because I think that aliens are real, but I think that we're going to take advantage of that situation and make them seem scary and threatening, and then be able to call them an enemy, and so that they can morph, the world or the country or whatever, just people to do what they want.
More control.
Based on that fear.
More, yeah, using the fear control.
Yeah.
Tactic.
Just like terrorism. I mean, terrorism was real. Like, it was out there. It wasn't at all what it got blown out to be and what we blew it up to be. And honestly, I think what it got blown out to be after 9/11 is what opened up all the terrorism that's happening now. It put it more in people's minds, and now people are like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, we can do that. Here's all these ideas of how we could do that. And I think that it just put it into the norm and put it out there, and now it's a normal thing. And I think the same thing with aliens. We're going to build up this whole, fiction around it that people are going to run with.
And it also would create more trust in the government. Like, we have your best interests. Like, we're figuring out ways to keep everybody safe. Don't worry, we're on your side type of thing.
Yeah.
And then funding could get ushered into random other places, under the guise of having it be for this defense or whatever.
Totally.
I don't know. It concerns me. The whole thing really concerns me, especially if there's legitimately other beings that are attempting to make contact or observing or whatever that are not in any way aggressive, that don't deserve an aggressive approach.
Yeah.
And I feel like everything's being seen as a potential threat, which in a way is wise. Like, we never know.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want to go meet all of these things with that kind of aggression,
Yeah.
because that could not necessarily put us out there as, a comfortable environment to share information or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It seems pretty archaic, the fact that we're just like, we'll just shoot all of you,
Yeah.
But I understand both sides. I understand the protective aspect, trying to make sure that everybody's as safe as they possibly can be. But at the same time, we don't want to just scare everybody that any alien equals a threat to us. Because I don't personally feel like it is. That's just me.
Honestly, I bet some are and some are not.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that there's different kinds, and I think that they have different intentions. And we can't lump it all into one thing, imagining that all the intentions are the same, just like human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings don't have the same moral code.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the same traditions. They don't have the same languages or religions or whatever. Like, even though we are one human species. Like, we're completely, vastly different.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't want to be judged as one
No.
because we don't fall into like the douchey human things. Like, look at these humans just ruining everything and destroying their planets. Like, I'm not trying to do that, you know? Like, don't lump me into that whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what happens if we are actually like presented with a situation where they arrive and there's no way around. Like, you can't talk your way out of it if it's an actual situation. I don't know. I'm so curious, and I just feel like it could happen any day.
Yeah.
It could happen any day.
I
Any
hope
day.
so.
But a Mars attack situation, you know, everybody's like, "Oh, welcome! This is gonna be so great. Here's the dove of peace," or whatever, and then everybody starts getting fucked up. You know, like, "Oh man, who knows?
It could be.
Who the fuck knows,
I
man?
don't know.
I don't know either." We're just gonna have to wait and see.
Just wait and see.
I hope I see something in my lifetime though, like
I know, right?
substantial. I hope I have a substantial experience. Because I just want to know. I just want to have it like confirmed
Yeah.
without a giant
Just
war.
embedded as real. It is real.
Yeah,
Without a giant war would be nice.
Yeah.
Let's
Not really.
Not have to work through an
I'll feel on that
extermination.
whole thing. Yeah. You want to read that? Ella?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
I've read multiple different references that indicate that the short gray man with the small body and big eyes and head is an evolution of humanity after we kill our eyes through screens, learn to time travel, spend time away from Earth, and come back to observe what we did wrong. I've heard a few theories like that where it's where the grays basically are us in the future. And there's actually one study that shows that the structure of our face and the shape of our bodies is going that direction just through evolution alone. There's a bone in the back. I think it's the very top vertebrae, maybe. But there's a bone in the back of our head that they've been tracking the movement of and like where it's going, and just like the facial structure alone and like the head shape of humans throughout time. And our face is getting more elongated and pointy, and our face is shortening, and our eyes are getting bigger. The sockets are kind of widening.
Interesting.
And they have projected the data that they've gotten into the future so far or whatever, and we do end up having like that shape face, like that gray shaped face where like mouth gets a little bit smaller and like everything pointed down, and the eyes got bigger and were more oval shaped. But it is an interesting theory because I mean it totally could be like, or even if it's not like time travel specifically like us from the future, if it's just what, you know, our species on another planet or something had evolved into, like maybe something close to humans had been created, evolved into this thing over here, and is now studying us because they found a creature in the universe that is most similar to them in the past, you know, or
It'd be
something.
so interesting if that's the case.
Yeah. So it's could
okay.
get weird. Yeah, JT, it's weird. Super weird.
Oh, fuck,
Uh,
weird. But I've also heard the theory that the grays are essentially the worker bees who are sent to just kind of do the dirty work, you know, to come out and abduct people and do the thing. That the actual ones in charge are not the ones coming down and doing that, which would totally make sense.
Yeah.
And I've heard another theory saying that they're actually kind of android type of creatures, that they're not actually beings, they're just like robot
Yeah.
creatures sent down in order to do the work that needs to be done.
Yeah, like the biological android or something. Which, if that's the case, it would make sense that if we were going to create an android, which we're trying to, we make them in like to look like us. We make them mimic us. So for the grays, it would make sense if that's like a robot version of what that species actually looks like. Which maybe they're very humanistic. Maybe they do have bigger eyes like that. But these biological entities that they've grown, or these androids, whatever they made, whatever it is, would have that similarity, but might be, you know, their skin is gray and like they're not really, you know, full on that species, whatever it is. Maybe they're just
Maybe. Also, the whole thing that you're not actually seeing the being itself; it's the spacesuit. If you think about it, like having the big eyes like that, I mean, the eyes of that, or odds of that being an actual like eyeball that is that big is probably, it's probably not what's really happening.
Yeah.
It could very well be the suited up, the
Yeah.
bigger head, because there's whatever kind of, I don't know if it's oxygen or whatever that they need to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
If they do even need to breathe at all, maybe it would be in there. And then having the big black sections that look like eyes to us just be the viewing
Just like lenses.
screen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then there's no, it shows that there's no nose and like the tiny little slit for a mouth or whatever. So what if that's actually just
Yeah.
the suit?
Just-
Because if you think about it, if we are in our astronaut outfits and we're out floating around space and something saw us floating around in space, they would be like, wow, look at these creatures
Yep.
with the big round
Just one
head,
giant
you know?
eyeball on top.
With a big box on its back, like, whoa, what is this creature? And it's like, I mean, we look nothing like that.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Very true.
So yeah, there's so many options and nobody even really knows, man. Yeah, the suit
Yeah,
could
the
very
suit.
well be a protective shield. Or what if they're not actual physical beings at all? I'm just taking it to like a whole nother level right now. We're just throwing shit out there. What if they're not actual physical beings, but they're somehow energetic beings that have to inhabit some kind of physical form in order to maneuver around and do things, yada yada yada? So what if it's like their consciousness is like uploaded into this kind of robot type of creature type of thing,
Yeah.
so that they're able to actually have a physical form?
And actually, that could make sense. Like if it's essentially just mind controlled from remotely, because I think it was Bob Lazar was talking about the spaceship, like the saucer that he was working on, and the way that it started up, there had to be biological contact with it. Like when you touched it, it worked off of the energy from your body, and then they were talking about flying it, and the navigation system is mental, and like it's consciousness driven. So you hook in and like you put your hands in these things, and it runs off of your energy, and then your mental ability is what's flying it and guiding it. So maybe it's just like remote control. We've already got stuff that we can control with our minds. We've got games on the like shelves at Target where it's like move this ball with your mind, and like we're already doing stuff like that. So for it to be essentially a remote control ship or a remote control robot drone that you're sending out isn't really too far of a stretch, even with the technology that we have today.
Yeah.
Take it another, 50 years in the future, 100 years in the future, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Steve Scott, good night to you. Thank you for spending your
Good
evening with
night,
us.
Steve. We adore you.
Yep. Thanks for listening to us come up with alien theories.
And I know, Steve, you'll probably try to log in Wednesday because you are so supportive and sweet. But unfortunately, we will not be streaming on Wednesday because I have a friend's memorial that I have to go to on Wednesday. So we will not be streaming Wednesday, sadly.
Wednesday down.
So just so you know. But have a wonderful night, and we will see you very soon.
Definitely. Sweet dreams to you.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, cool. Aliens.
Whitney says, with Elon Musk developing Neuralink, it's completely plausible to project into the future that a consciousness would be able to function in a skin suit, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It's
coming.
fucking possible, man. I don't know. I can't say that it is in fact happening, but although it could, wouldn't that be so interesting? If there was a way to actually like be immortal, because your physical form wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
And if your physical form is fucking up, you just
Mm-hmm.
plop it, download it, or whatever into a different thing.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what if they're all immortal because they could just pop their consciousness into different bodies?
Oh, and there's only like 200 of them. We're just seeing the same ones all throughout time.
Damn. Oh, that'd be fucking crazy.
That'd be true.
If they're coming back and observing over thousands of years
Yeah.
and it's the same
The same ones.
ones.
Yeah.
Never thought about that before.
Nope. That's new. New theory.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody's thought about it, but I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
holy shit. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, who
I know, it's
knows?
so neat to theorize about these things because we just have no fucking idea.
Mm-mm. We'll see.
But the more ideas that we come up with, you know, I guess the more confusing that everything gets because now there's a lot more options.
Yeah.
But still, nonetheless, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool
Stuff,
thing.
and I'm glad that they are in fact making this
Yeah.
investigation group.
Good. Yeah, I wonder when we're gonna have more alien stuff hit the media. Because it always comes out and it gets all like ramped up, and it's like, oh, aliens, and then everybody forgets about it, and then it needs to come back. I'm ready for more aliens. I want more
They're working on it.
freaking monoliths popping up around the
Oh,
world.
man.
That was fun.
That was really, really cool.
Yeah.
That was super, super cool. Yep.
Okay.
We'll see.
I have to potty.
Okay. Okay. Well, cool. I'm glad that we got to have such a in-depth conversation about alien potentials. And Whitney, thank you so much. I'm glad you were so into that one with us. That was really good. That was really good, good stuff. And we have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen. Every day is a new day, and I feel like at any moment everything could change. And I mean, I certainly hope that there's not going to be any kind of like aggression from, you know, from these guys. I really hope that there's not, but I wouldn't be surprised, especially since we're such dicks as humans, like we're such assholes. I would not be surprised if there was some out there that was just like, you guys are fucking up. You guys suck. You know, to kind of do something to try to save at least the planet or something. But I don't even know if they would care about the planet unless there's resources that they specifically want that were damaging or whatever. I don't know. There's a bunch of unknown things constantly. So, oh, Joe, I am so glad that you were here. We just had a whole super long conversation about aliens and the new task force that the Pentagon has put together. And I'm sorry you missed it because that sounds right up your alley. Thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate ya. Oh, I'm so glad you popped in. Joe is actually he took a class online that we had told him about. We were trying to take the class together. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it's called The Art of Death. And we've had 2 sessions so far. Me and Tavia are taking it right now, and Joe has finished it up. And after we are done with our class, then we are going to have Joe on, and me and Joe and Tavia are going to do a show, and we're going to talk about the things that we've learned and some of the different concepts and everything that have come up in this class about death. So we will be talking about death and how we process that and the physical things that happen with death and after death options and all of that stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be really awesome. Unfortunately and ironically, the class is on Wednesday, and as I previously just mentioned, we're not going to be able to be streaming on Wednesday night because of having to go to a friend's memorial. So it's at the same time as the Art of Death class. So I'm looking at it like a death field trip. Like me and Tavia are going to go on a fucking field trip. Unfortunately, it's an hour and a half class, and we're missing it for a memorial, which is the only good enough reason to miss the Art of Death class is for an actual loss. So, but I'm really looking forward to doing that with you. Thanks, Joe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a pretty big loss for the community. It was somebody who was very loved by a lot of people, and it was really unexpected. So it's too bad. But find it interestingly enough, we're taking this class on the Art of Death and everything involving death, and then we have a death in real time while we're taking this class, like at the beginning of it. So it's good for perspective. It's really good, I think. But I really am looking forward to having you on, and then we can just kind of go into length about all of that stuff. So hang in there. Thanks, Whitney. I appreciate it. She was a good lady. She was my boss for about 4.5 years when I worked at Luna Park Cafe. So somebody we worked pretty closely with, and it's too bad. But it is a fate that we will all encounter. Some of us live longer than others, and it's just the way it is. It happens. Hopefully we all live a super long, fruitful life, but not everybody gets that lucky, unfortunately. So I don't know. It's good. I'm always very hyper aware of death being a possibility at any time. So just having stuff like this happens is just a reminder. Like, make sure you tell everybody that you love them, and make sure you just do your best and you be the best person you can in the world. Because it could be you, it could be someone you love. Just do your best all the time. And I think that's what comes out of losing somebody a lot of times, is just reevaluating those priorities and just trying to be the best person that you can be while you have the chance. So, good night, Joe. I am so happy that you at least popped in just to say hi and resubscribe. You are the coolest.
Thank you for that. Hi and bye.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Aw, we love you too, Rexy. You really do.
It's true.
Yay. Good. Anyway, enough rambling about death. Not fun. So, segue. We're going to go into this awesome article, which has nothing to do with death. Man declared dead, found alive in mortuary freezer 7 hours later.
Okay. Wow. Shit, man. He was in the freezer?
Yes. Remember, we just recently, it was a couple weeks ago, we talked about an article where they thought a man was dead, and they did the first incision to do the embalming, and the dude fucking woke up. Mm-hmm. We just talked about that and how freaky that it is. And here we have another one.
That's weird. Where was
again,
this?
Yes, rocks. Again, man. Again, dude.
This happens far too often.
I know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This was in India. I believe the other one was also in India.
Okay.
If I am remembering correctly.
Moral of the story, don't pass out in India.
Dude, seriously. So he was involved in a serious traffic incident where a speeding motorcycle plowed him down. And they pronounced him dead, and they wrapped his body and put him into the freezer. Here's the freezers. He was only supposed to come out of there the next day for a post-mortem examination. So, the relatives arrive to identify his supposed corpse and authorize the autopsy. So they went in and they touched his cheeks, and he was still alive. He was warm and moving. And as far as she knew, dead people aren't supposed to do that.
Not generally.
Fact. So they noticed that he was still alive. It was caught on video, and that has been posted on social media. Just a heads up, if you don't want to see the severely injured man, don't click on that link. Oh, we're still clicking on the link. Probably. He's not dead at all. In fact, far from it. How did this happen? I don't know, man. How does this keep happening? He looks like he wants to say something. He's breathing. Oh, my God. Can you imagine being in a fucking morgue drawer and laying there with a toe tag and the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
Dude. So he wasn't anywhere near as dead as the doctors had thought. This is a funny article. That dead. People have funny. The dude was 40. Yeah, they missed they're a warm and moving day at mortuary school. If they're warm and moving, they're in fact not dead. Exclamation, not dead. Oh, man. So he's on a ventilator, and there could be blood clotting in his brain. He is yet to gain consciousness, but doctors had assured us that he is out of danger. Wow.
I don't know if I trust the doctors anymore.
That is fucking crazy. Oh, wow. So as per the guidelines, the body is supposed to be kept in the freezer in order to save it from decaying. The ideal temperature should be below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. However, there is an issue of power, and the freezer switched on and off. It probably saved the man's life.
who was an electrician. So the electrician's life was spared thanks to an electrical fault.
Yeah, there's certainly irony there. That
Yep,
is a
there's
fact.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, bring out your dad. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah.
Wow. So that is pretty crazy. The emergency medical officer examined him multiple times and had not detected a single heartbeat. Wow.
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 And then he
Wowee.
just came back.
He just fucking, they just opened it up for the family to identify the body, and they're like, yo, he's not fucking dead. What are you talking about? Oh, man. So, yeah, they almost killed him despite him being alive because of the negligence. Okay,
Yeah.
where is the link? I want the link.
It was up there.
Where is
I
it?
mentioned it.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see this guy's video. Oh, man.
Gruesome alert. Possibly.
Okay.
View.
View. Dude. Yeah, he's got color, man. He is
Yeah.
alive.
Oh yeah, he's like swallowing and breathing.
Yeah, no, he's not nearly dead.
No.
Exclamation, not dead. Wow.
We've
man.
identified him and we've found that he is not dead.
Whoa, dude. Yep, that is a not dead guy.
That's a not dead guy.
Shit.
He's not doing good, but he's not dead.
Can you imagine being the family members and being like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
Okay, we'll identify it, and being like, get him the fuck out of here. Holy shit. Seems the liability. You think it's true? I mean, I would imagine, especially, India, different culture and different rules.
I
And,
mean, yeah,
such.
and it would only be a liability if it wasn't the family member posting it. Like if this was somebody from the hospital posting it, then yeah, it could be a liability. But if it's the family that took it, then they can post it.
That's totally weird. Okay, well, we definitely saw with our own eyes that he is, in fact,
Nope.
not
Not dead.
dead.
Okay. Noted.
Weird. So
Write
weird.
that down on his toe tag. Not dead.
Not dead. I cannot believe.
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy. And they called it the rarest of the rare events, but this happens more often than rare.
I know.
Like,
It was just a few weeks ago that we talked about that guy.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep. That's weird.
Really bothering me.
It seems to be a thing in India too, because I've heard about that a few times, and I feel like it's always India. Anytime that I've heard about it.
Weird. Maybe just because there's so many more people in India that therefore there's more opportunities for stuff
Maybe
like
it
that.
just happens more often.
I don't know. Or I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the ways that they determine death are not as
Yeah, maybe they're
thorough.
different. Yeah. Maybe they don't wait as long, or like maybe we wait longer, or I don't know.
All I gotta say is you better
Weird.
wait a minute from me. You better give me at least a good 24 hours before you do shit.
Yep.
Keep an eye.
World record was what, 14 hours? 14, 17?
I think it was 17. I think it was 17 hours, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, 24 hours.
not
Let's
doing
wait
that.
24 hours. And then after that, it's like, okay,
Yeah. Then do your thing.
fair enough.
I mean, if someone's gone through fucking rigor mortis, like if somebody's like dead,
Mm-hmm.
then I think that's pretty safe to determine at that point,
Probably.
Blue and the whole shebang. But
If they actually looked at, if there's still color and they're warm,
yeah, then maybe
Maybe they're not.
Maybe not so much. That's so fucking weird. That's a weird one.
it's weird. Okay, yeah.
Do you have any cool articles that you want to share at the moment?
Yeah, I got a couple. They're quick ones. They. I wonder if I should send you these links.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll send you these.
Okay, Desi is sending me links. And while he's sending me links, I am going to tell you about this other quick story, which is kind of interesting. It's weird. It's weird news. This dude drove 1,000,000. Oh, fuck you. With the pop-ups.
A million.
A
fuck yous.
million miles in a Volvo. This guy got 1,000,000 miles
Wow.
Like normally after like 200,000, like you're kind of screwed. Million mile car, dude. 1991.
Wow.
And it has done 1,000,000 miles. It's never been in any accidents, but it's been hit by my wife 3 times on my driveway. But wow.
Three times? She's hit it 3 times? Jeez.
Yeah, my dad's brother was running a Ford dealer and he said, "You can only buy Fords." I brought this home when he didn't talk to me for a while. And I said to him, "I guarantee you I will get 1,000,000 miles out of this car." And I did. Oh. And look, there it went.
He did it just to like prove a
Did.
point. He's like, I will get 1,000,000 miles out of
He
this.
fucking did.
Don't tell me to
man.
buy a Ford.
That's crazy. It didn't hit me until I thought about what I told my dad. Since he's no longer with us, I couldn't rub it in his face. But wow. That is, it's pretty nuts. So, okay, so back when I purchased the car from West County Volvo, a guy rolled in with a 1961. I don't know the model number, but they flipped him the keys to a new car because he had 1,000,000 miles. The light bulb went off in my head. If he can do it, I can do it. So I did it.
So I did it. All right.
That's awesome. And the car shows no signs of being close to the junkyard.
Good job.
Somebody
Volvo.
want to buy it? It's for sale. It's a 91 with 1 mile on it. That's what the odometer says right now.
The odometer says 1. It's got 1 mile.
So that's pretty cool. 1,000,000 mile car. I've never heard of that in my life before.
No.
I never heard of a car
That's
going
a lot of miles.
that far. Like I'm impressed personally.
I'm impressed.
I am impressed.
Okay, I sent you articles.
Okay, fantastic. We're gonna pull them right up.
Should be 3.
Cool.
And yeah, there's little short videos that kind of explain things. So
Okay, so this next one, ancient mammoth tusk discovered 10,000 feet deep in the ocean off the California coast. What?
yeah, they found a tusk on the bottom of the ocean. Like I think they said it was 183 miles out.
183 miles out.
Yeah. So it's like it had to be washed out or something. Like, mammoth died on the coast or on the shore, and then it got washed out. Currents carried it out. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. But yeah, it's saying they don't understand how it got out there.
Unless somebody was on a boat and they were doing like mammoth trade or something like that, and they were. I don't know, cause
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's really mammoth trade going on out off that side of the
Not.
ocean.
No, you're probably right. I don't think
But-
that's true.
Maybe. I mean, if there was like a ship that was carrying fossils or something back in the day that wrecked and sank, there could have been like on their way to a museum, like back in the 1900s or something. That just didn't make it.
I don't know. Tusk was retrieved earlier this year and confirmed to have come from a Colombian mammoth.
Oh,
And they went extinct about 11,500 years ago. Wow,
and it's a Colombian one. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that they said it could be more than 100,000 years old. Whoa, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, nearly 200 miles offshore. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then they. Wait, it says the researchers saw what appeared to be an elephant tusk and managed to take a small piece. Oh, that they returned this summer to recover the entire specimen. I thought that they were saying they went back to get the whole skeleton. I'm like, what? No, but just the tusk. So they just took a piece at first, and they were like, "This looks like an elephant tusk," and they're like, "Oh my God,
That's
it's an
great.
old
They
mammoth."
remember where that is. I mean, 10,000 feet deep.
Yeah.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
We'll continue this fun story.
Yeah, but so they don't really know how it got out there yet. They're still trying to figure that out. With the help of researchers from the University of California, Santa Cruz, scientists confirmed last week the tusk actually belonged to a Columbian mammoth. They said that the deep sea's cold, high-pressure environment helped keep the ancient tusk intact, which measures more than 3 feet in length. That's a big tusk. This specimen's deep-sea preservational environment is different from almost anything we have seen elsewhere. Other mammoths have been retrieved from the ocean, but generally not from the depths of more than a few tens of meters. Research is underway to extract more information from the tusk. They're using CT scans to determine the age and how it may have ended up deep offshore. The team believes the discovery could be the oldest well-preserved mammoth tusk recovered from this region of North America. Wow. Dating the tusk is underway and is estimated to be more than 100,000 years old. You start to expect the unexpected when exploring the deep sea, but I'm still stunned that we came upon the ancient tusk of a mammoth. Yeah, I'm stunned too. The Columbian mammoth roamed the Americas as far north as the northern U.S. and as far south as Costa Rica, and they went extinct some 11,500 years ago. Wow. Yeah, so it could be over 100,000 years old. That's old. That's real old. So they recovered it. Oh, originally saw it in 2019. So it's been a minute. They've been looking at this tusk for a minute. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, imagine finding a tusk like that. Like, how weirded out would you be as a marine biologist to be like, there's a there's a mammoth tusk,
That's
10,000
crazy.
feet down. That's crazy.
That's really far down that they were able to find that
That's
too.
super far down.
That is nuts.
Super cool.
That's a very, very cool story.
Yeah.
I like that.
And yeah, I wonder if they're
Good
gonna go and try and excavate to see if there's more of it, like if it was the whole thing or if it's just this one tusk got washed out somewhere. But I hope they
who
go back. I
knows?
hope they get the research funding to go back and figure out, is there more? Like, what else is down here?
Maybe it was a rare swimming mammoth that they don't know of.
Oh.
They're gonna find out it was a water mammoth.
Sea mammoths. Yeah.
Sea mammoth.
Yeah, it's a sea mammoth.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That'd be
Whitney,
cool.
that's what I was noticing his Oculus that he was wearing too, and it's got to just be a 360-degree camera hooked on a little remote thing that he's looking at through the Oculus, which is super cool. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, he's just like exploring 10,000 feet down with his Oculus from his boat up on top of water. That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty awesome. And Roxy, yeah, I know. 20
Yeah.
years before this Jurassic Park situation,
Mm-hmm.
but they were talking about remaking mammoths and mastodons or whatever and putting them up in Siberia to help compact
To help stomp down the tundra.
permafrost.
The permafrost,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Which I don't know. I think you need a lot of them to actually make any kind of
Yeah.
dent in the permafrost.
Yeah. And we got steamrollers. Why don't we just roll around with steamrollers?
Yeah.
Pay a crew to go out there and drive steamrollers around.
Yeah. And just smash
Just
everything in its
smashing
path.
all of it. Yeah. That's what the mammoths are gonna do. Just gonna smash things.
That's true. It's true.
You need some permafrost packed down. We can pack some permafrost.
I can't believe we have to worry about having to repack permafrost at this point. Like, I can't believe how fast it went from like,
Our permafrost is gonna.
oh,
be
we're
alright.
doing all right, to like, oh my God, we need to bring back mammoths.
We gotta bring back
to
mammoths.
pack down the fucking permafrost because we're totally fucked and the methane's coming and we have to stop it.
Yeah, it's the only way to save the planet is we have to bring mammoths back. Where's Bruce Willis? Call Bruce Willis. We need mammoths.
It's coming. They're working on it, man. They're working on it.
Yeah.
They're working on it. I'd like to see one. I think that would be kind of cool.
I know, right?
Okay, speaking of oceany things, right?
Speaking of oceany things.
Weird furry balls are covering the beach. There's weird furry balls.
Those weird furry balls.
Where are these weird furry balls that you sent me this
They're in
article, David, on
Spain. They're on a beach in southeastern Spain. And I couldn't really find too much about this. I actually did a little bit of Googling trying to figure out what this is. So it says thousands of furry balls covered a beach in southeast Spain on Monday. They're called Neptune balls, which are fibrous bundles created by seagrass that trap plastic.
Oh, plastic.
They gradually form as seagrass leaves are shredded by ocean currents.
Whoa.
Go away, I can't. Go away.
No way.
So the balls can wash ashore after a storm like the one that recently hit the area.
I want
And
sea balls.
yeah, and that's the mammoth one. But yeah, they're just like little. It's like shredded grass. Like if you just took shredded grass and rolled it up until it was a ball. That's what it looks like. But there was just thousands and thousands of them that washed up on the beach, and they were just, for as far as the eye could see, they had fuzzy little grass
crazy.
balls just roll up.
Roxy, we've got the furriest balls of them all.
Yeah, furious.
That's strange.
Yeah, well, it's kind
And
of.
they just wash up
Oh,
after a storm.
Yeah,
I want one.
I know, right? They're
Can
kind
I
of cool.
have one? I'm calling Spain.
Yeah, call Spain.
I'm like, hey.
But apparently it happens. When I was Googling doing some searching, I didn't find anything about this incident, but it popped up. I mean, it's a thing. But I guess whatever plastic or whatever gets caught, and it just shreds it up, and then the current balls it all up or something. It's kind of weird.
So weird, yeah.
Oh, the next one, the dozen stranded at the pub, was my third article that I sent.
Oh, yeah, I
you.
have that one on my...
Did you? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Sweet.
Okay, so there was recently a... Oh, hold on. Let's turn the old volume on here. Hold on. Hold
And
up.
Back it up.
Oh, we're gonna back it up.
The power line. 61 people have now been
No, we're
sleeping there
backing it
since
up.
Friday.
Fuck you.
We said back it up.
A storm strands dozens of guests at a pub in England. The Tan Hill Inn is located about 270 miles north of London. It's the highest altitude pub in Britain, and it was battered by a blizzard. It blocked roads and downed a power line. 61 people have now been sleeping there since Friday. But it hasn't been all bad. The staff organized movies, quiz nights, and karaoke for the guests. And they've been
Fun.
entertained by the Oasis cover band, Noasis. And of course, there has been plenty of beer. One woman actually said she didn't want to leave, so my. It is actually
Wow.
unknown, though, when the roads will be clear enough for people to head home. Storm Arwen blasted parts of the UK, downing trees and causing widespread power outages. Firefighters are working to
Wow.
contain a large fire in
Wow, oh man, that's a hell of a blizzard.
Yeah.
That was really high up. I
That was
imagine
real
that was
high up.
probably a snow drift, but like,
Yeah.
wow.
But yeah, being stuck in a pub, that's not all bad. Yeah, Whitney. Yeah, sorry, hon, I can't come home. I'm stuck at the bar.
Yeah, bummer. Oh, I love that. And they're like, well, the cover band's still here, so they're gonna play,
Yeah, no
and
Oasis,
we're gonna
no
do
Oasis.
karaoke, and we're gonna have snacks and drinks and movies. Like that actually sounds amazing.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Sounds like summer camp
Yeah.
or winter camp.
Yeah, it'd be winter camp,
Yeah.
I guess.
The only thing I would be bummed about is I'd be like, I really need to get outside to have a cigarette right now, please, for the love of God.
Yeah. Where can I smoke?
It's like you
Because
can't
I will
open.
dig out.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. The highest altitude pub, and then they just got smashed with it. I
Yeah.
wonder if they knew it was coming.
Guess not.
Like, if there's a big ass snowstorm coming, where are you gonna go? Up somewhere super high?
Yeah. Maybe that was the plan. Next time I see a blizzard coming, I'm gonna run to a bar. We're going to Two Fingers and just be like, yeah, I don't know, I didn't even know.
We're trapped here. Oh no.
Whitney. That's it. Whitney's band.
Yeah, that snow sure made a wonder wall outside, so we couldn't get out.
Nah, they did.
Yep.
Sammy's band too.
No Oasis. That's so fucking funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, Two Fingers. It's our favorite bar in the entire city of Seattle.
Oh yeah,
hands down.
totally. Awesome bar.
It's fucking great. And our friend owns it. And it's super rad. There's a bunch of really cool movie memorabilia. A lot of horror movie stuff, but also just other like cool cult classic movie stuff. And it's great. It's fantastic.
Totally.
I love it. We should go there sometime.
Totally.
We should meet up and go there. What? That would be so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Tavia, it's a home away from home.
It is.
Yeah,
Yep.
if I'm like going to the bar, that's pretty much the only one that we go to anymore.
Yeah.
But
It's great. They have good pizzas too.
yeah,
It's
good.
super
They
fun.
do have really good food actually. Their pizzas are good.
Oh, we'll totally have to make a meetup.
yeah, let's do
We'll
it.
plan it out. We'll do it.
Sounds good. I'm in.
I know. I miss you too. I'm so glad that you've been popping in the podcast. So it's like we get to hang out, but it's different. So
Yeah.
we'll actually hang out in real life.
Yeah.
We'll do it. I've got.
It's like we get to hang out and you have to just listen to whatever we say.
I know, but no. Then we can actually have a conversation, like a real conversation. Will be great.
That'll be weird.
I have Tuesdays and Sunday evenings free, so we'll have to figure that out if either of those work for you. Let me know, and we'll do it in the next few weeks.
Well, that'll be fun.
Okay. Cool. Okay. What else we got? We got one more here. Oh no, that was it. That was the other one. Okay. Okay. Great.
Yeah,
Great. Great.
that was it.
Okay. Perfect.
From
That
mine.
works out
Those
good.
were my stories. That's all I
Okay.
got.
All right. So I got a couple more here.
Okay.
We did not have a lot of Guinness World Records today. It wasn't. Last week we had like 1 million. This week, not 1 million. But I will say this one's pretty good because this guy's nose broke the record.
Oh, wow.
Look at
That
his nose.
that is
man.
a nose. That's a nose.
That is a serious,
What?
serious nose.
Follow your nose.
What
It
the
always knows. Wow. That,
damn, dude?
that's crazy. What?
And it hooks down.
And it
Oh
hooks
my
down.
god!
That's-
What kind? Who has that kind of?
That's like a witch nose. Look at it go. If he had like
I
a,
love Uncle Scar. Does not like it.
if he had a wart right here, it would be a witch. Like a witch
It's
nose.
totally a witch nose.
It's like a
I actually
stereotypical
bought
witch
a
nose.
prosthetic witch nose,
Yeah, probably modeled after this.
and
actually,
I
is-
mean, I feel like this guy's is bigger than my prosthetic witch nose that I, in fact, put on.
that's really
That's really
horrifying. That
horrifying.
is
Yes,
really horrifying.
dude.
It's not horrifying.
Turkish guy
but, you know.
for the longest nose on a living person for over 2 decades. Let's watch this little video here. Dun, dun, dun.
Koku alma duyularında farklılık var.
That was different.
Hani örneğin ben bir yerde girdiğim zaman da ya orada burada bir koku var dedim. Ya biz bir şey anlamıyoruz. Ya dedi siz anlamıyorsunuz. Ben dedim alıyorum dedim. Benim bunda herhalde biraz dedim farklılık.
Do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I have such a special feature. Yes, he does. I have it in my family, so my father has it, my uncles have it,
Oh
I have
wow.
it. I don't have it in generations after me. Well, he's the last one.
Oh, did you see how he had to drink so his nose didn't go in his drink? That was weird. Had to be like,
Let's see. I used to look at myself to see if it was bigger than other people.
It's
When I
awesome.
enter a social situation, I immediately get looks.
aww,
They examine me.
aww.
I know what they're thinking when they look at me. Look at that handsome devil.
Wow. Yeah, that's. Oh, look, it's going here.
He said, God made me like this, and there's nothing that can be done in this situation. I try to live in peace with my physical condition, and I love it, so this is my physical feature. Okay, yeah. And the world likes it. Guinness World Records likes it. His wife likes it. Everybody likes it. I have been blessed to have such a physical position. Some become martyrs and politicians, and some become record holders.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. All right.
Whitney says there's a Cards Against Humanity card that says a good sniff. Pretty sure that's this guy's Amish. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's probably true.
If a guy with a nose like that could get married, there's hope I can finally land my sixth husband. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord. Oh, man. That's pretty
man.
funny. Yeah, I think there's hope for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still hope. Don't worry.
There is hope. My goodness. That is a big fucking nose,
Big
man.
schnoz. That is a schnoz.
Okay, I'm getting a little graphic for a second.
Okay.
So he said his wife loves it.
Mhm.
But functionality, if you're going down on your lady and your nose is that fucking big, like, what do you do with it? Like, what position? Or are you using it to the advantage Like, is there nose fucking? I need to know. Is there nose fucking happening? I'm really curious.
Ew. I mean, it's a good question.
I'm just saying.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Yeah,
La, la,
seriously.
la, la, la.
All of chat, earmuffs.
I mean, it's in the way, or it's being used.
I don't think it's
In
in
a
the way. He
positive
probably just can't breathe very well. He's not breathing very well. In that situation. Anyway. Well, yeah, he hits everything with his nose.
Yeah, breathing. No,
Not breathing.
it's just like smash.
Nope.
Oh my god. I mean, I just was thinking logistically, try to be a challenge.
Yeah, it would be a
But he
challenge.
doesn't know any better, any different. So he's found ways to work with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Nose fucking right here. I'm
Yeah,
inspired by
it does
Mystery
bring
Podcast.
up questions. More questions.
You're welcome. Now you all have to have a visual and think about that. See now, see, ladies thinking now too.
Now you're thinking.
See,
Mhm,
yeah,
That's true.
logistics. It's a toughie.
I started
so
wondering how
toughy.
terrible the 69 position was for him. It's probably bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Good lord. Okay.
Okay, next.
So
next
Tavia
story.
Tavia sent me this. I didn't even read this one yet because she just sent it to me earlier today, and I was like, "We're gonna talk about it." So this is another we're learning together. So there's a severed foot in the median, in the highway in San Bernardino, or freeway as they call it.
What? They
in,
found a
Los Gatos.
foot?
There was a foot. There's just a foot. There's a foot eastbound. Da da da. Somebody was doing like routine maintenance, and they're like, "Bitch, there's a foot." It is unclear how the foot wound up there. They did not indicate if they believe the grisly discovery could be connected to any known deaths or missing person cases. They don't know. It was not in a sock or a shoe. It may have belonged to a woman. There's like no information. No one's got information.
Weird.
The foot was handed over to San Bernardino County, who will conduct further investigation. If anybody has information about this foot,
Did you lose a foot? Call this number.
San Bernardino, they got some news.
Yeah.
It actually makes me think of my favorite show in the world, 6 Feet Under. And in one of the very first episodes, Claire, who was a teenager at the time, she was dating this guy, and he's like, "Suck on my toes," and she did. And then he told people, and everybody was calling her like piggy sucker and all this stuff. And her family owns a funeral home, so there was a foot. And she just took the foot and put it in his locker. And it was the whole, like, story of this missing foot. And they're trying to put the body together for the viewing. And they're like, "Where's the fucking foot?" And come to find out, Claire stole the foot.
It's in a high school locker.
Yes. So I love that show. If anybody has not seen 6 Feet Under, it's my favorite show ever. I highly recommend watching it. It's very dark humor, which I appreciate very much. And I think all of you also do, too. But it made me think of that immediately. Like, just random foot.
Yeah. There's a foot.
There's a foot.
Okay.
There's a fucking foot. So, you know,
Yeah,
call
that's,
this number
well, that's weird.
if you have information on a foot.
It was not in a sock or a shoe.
Oh, you just recently watched that episode, Whitney?
Oh, really?
Sweet.
Nice.
It's so good. It's so good. That's when I knew that I was in love with that show. I think it's the 3rd episode in the very first season. And I loved it from the beginning. Like, I totally loved the pilot episode and everything. But when there was like a missing foot, the whole thing, I was like, this is right up my fucking alley. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Totally good. Great show. So yeah, okay.
Wow, that's
There you
crazy.
go.
There's just a foot hanging
There's
out.
just a foot. There's just a
Okay.
mystery foot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wonder
you-
if it was like a, if there was like cadaver lab type of thing going on or something, and there was like a truck or a van or something, and it like fell out. Maybe somebody put it up on top of the van while they were loading and didn't put it inside and drove away. And they had a foot on top, and then the foot flew away.
I don't know. It's probably a murdery foot. I'm gonna guess it's probably a murdery foot.
Murdered foot.
Also, speaking of weird feet just popping up, this has been a situation over the past, I don't know, maybe like 8 or 10 years or something like that on the Pacific Northwest. There have been random feet found on many occasions here in Washington coast and in the Canadian coast.
Oh yeah, like washing up on the shore, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have just found all these feet.
And
They
they're just
haven't
feet.
found any other parts. It's been feet
Yeah.
only. And I don't know how many that have popped up, but there has been what's considered a reasonable amount, enough for people to be like, where's these feet coming from?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? It's really strange.
Yeah, why is it a regular thing?
It's
That is
very
really
weird.
weird. And why
It's
is it just
weird.
feet? Why is it not other body parts? If somebody's dumping bodies, that's one thing. But this makes me think that there's like whatever illegal activities going on offshore, and a punishment is to have your foot chopped off, and they're like chopping feet and throwing them in the water. Like
Maybe.
it's weird that there's no other body parts.
Or maybe someone has a foot fetish and they're disposing of the rest of the bodies, but they keep the feet and then they just chuck it when it gets yucky or something like that in the ocean, and then they just wash up.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
weird.
my guess.
that's a weird one.
It's fucking weird. It's really super weird.
Yeah, random feet
I don't
washing
get
up.
it.
Is
Random feet.
Yeah.
It's
a
weird.
mystery. It's a mystery.
Yep. Speaking of random weird things washing up, the next story is a rare Pacific football fish washes up on a San Diego beach. This is a species of angler, and these are deep sea fish. It is super fucking weird that it popped up. I'm going to pause real quick and read Whitney's thing.
Yeah.
An ex-coworker of mine's husband worked for Border Patrol, and he would investigate tons of human trafficking boats coming to and from Canada, and would constantly bust ships with whole and or partial bodies.
What?
It's a huge thing here in the Pacific
they-
Northwest. Dude.
Why do they have partial bodies? Well, actually, that brings up a good question. So, whenever I hear human trafficking, you always think about live humans that they're trafficking. But is there like an illegal like cadaver trade? Like, is there like an underground cadaver thing? Because you always think
Maybe.
about living bodies with human trafficking, but I wonder.
Well, I mean, back in the day in Scotland, the Burke and Hare murders, where they were killing people and then selling the cadavers to the medical offices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that has definitely been a thing. I could see that being a possibility. But what if a lot of times people don't make it in this human trafficking things when they're all smashed in together.
Yeah.
So if some people are not making it, I
Yeah.
wonder if they're just chopping them up to make more space or something like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope they're not feeding the dead people to the trafficked people. Like, here, food for you guys. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's so dark and fucked up. I'm so sorry that I just said that out loud on this show. But I'm just saying, like, would be terrible. It would be terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, Roxy, I think you're right. I think there's got to be an underground cadaver trade. Yeah, and Whitney, the trafficking of organs, that's true. Like buying organs on the black market is definitely a thing.
Yeah,
So yeah, maybe
that's big.
maybe they're moving
business.
bodies to, keep the organ, like a heart and a liver are going to do better if they're in the body than they are just in a box, So
Yeah.
maybe they just are transferring the dead bodies.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Organs are a big business
Yeah.
for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, I never really thought about human trafficking being dead humans or sort of. But
Yeah.
it makes
No,
sense.
that
I mean,
totally makes sense. Dude.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Meat pie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's cool that you love the Burke and Hare story. I love it too. It's such an interesting story. And I actually got to go to the pub in Edinburgh where they would snatch up a lot of their victims. Like, it's known as like the spot that Burke and Hare stole everybody. And I was there on their 500th anniversary. It was the 500th anniversary of the White Hart pub. Crazy. But yeah, what a interesting story, those guys. They're like, they were grave robbing first, and then they were like, you know what, we don't have to grave rob, we're just gonna find people.
Yeah, it's easier if they're not in the ground yet.
It is.
Grave robbing's hard work.
It is, and then you get caught for that, and then it's smelly, it's gross, it's not good. Did I do the Ripper walk? I did in London.
Oh, yeah,
I
in
did.
London?
Yeah, we did do the Ripper walking tour, which was super cool. It
And then
was
we got
really
photos of me laying on one of the victims' spots.
neat. We did.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was cool. I really enjoyed that that tour,
Mm-hmm.
and we got to walk all around Shoreditch, which is a super cool,
Cool
part
area.
of town, and it was neat. And then there's actually a bar that's Jack the Ripper themed. I don't remember the name of it
Oh, yeah.
specifically, but we had walked by it on the tour, and there was like a painting of like Jack the Ripper on the outside, and it was this like little hole in the wall pub in an old ass building, and we were like, okay, cross streets, let's make sure that after this we're coming to this spot, and we totally did, and it was really neat. It was a really like old timey kind of feeling place, but they had like, it was like Jack the Ripper loosely themed.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I feel like it was just called the Ripper or something like that.
I mean,
forgot
that
what it
would
was
make
called.
sense.
But yeah, it was cool.
It was great, dude. Oh man, seriously, you would love Europe so much. It's so fucking cool. There's so much history.
It's all historic.
It
Everything
just
you look at.
feels, everything feels so different than it does out here. It feels old. Like there's like this feeling in the air out there that it's not something, I don't think like you can describe in words. You just have to feel it, where there's just history oozing from everything, and you know you're walking the same streets that people walked hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and it's just really cool. I prefer Europe so much over the States, to be honest with you. I mean, there's some really great things about it over here, and when I move over there, there's things that I will definitely miss about the States, but really, like, I'm just gonna be happy living in Europe. I think it's gonna be great. All that history everywhere, and the art and architecture and all of that. I'll love it.
Yeah,
I will love
that's super
it.
cool.
It's so great. So we got to do it. We got to go. And actually, we were talking about going to Ireland, Roxy. We did talk about that at some point. Travel's all fucking weird. We got a new super hip COVID strain going down right now. So no plans can be made for anything like that yet. But I still would absolutely love for us to go out there. And I've been really missing London a lot.
I've been missing everywhere.
I
a lot.
know.
Annie, I just want to go anywhere. Every time I see a picture of a travel destination, I'm like, yeah, I want to go there. Let's do that.
I know. We've been trapped.
Yeah.
But at least we got to go to Vegas. That was better than nothing. I
This is
got to
true.
go see Roxy and
This
Chris.
is very true.
That was better than nothing.
Yeah.
But which hopefully we will do again very soon.
One day.
But
Teach me
Yes.
about this football fish.
okay, let's talk about this fish. This is pretty.
He's cute. He's
neato.
super
Look at
cute.
him go. Look at his big crazy mouth.
Yeah.
So these are deep sea creatures, and it's actually they spotted them at Black's Beach, which
Alright.
is the nude beach there in San Diego near Torrey Pines. Which Torrey Pines is a beautiful coastal park. It's so fucking pretty, dude.
Gorgeous.
And yeah, so it was found there, and
Well, that's cool.
it was about a foot long. And it's really bizarre because you barely ever see them on the surface because they're from so fucking deep. This is one of the larger species of anglerfish, and it has only been seen a few times here in California, but it is found throughout the Pacific Ocean. This fish is only the second member of its species to be found on a San Diego beach. Another was discovered in 2001. So, the researchers attempted to find the fish, but it was most likely carried out by the sea.
What, the person that took a picture of it didn't pick that shit up? Come on.
No, dude.
I would have been like, hooray, look at this monster. I found a monster.
I mean, that would be cool, but they might have just been like, wow, that's weird, and took a photo and not realized that it was actually something that would want to be studied. And then also, if you remember Black's Beach, it's a fucking trail. It's a pretty steep, windy trail to get all the way down to the beach from the cliffs above.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having to do that with a fucking dead-ass anglerfish,
Dude,
dude?
it's only like that big.
Whatever, it's probably smelly and like, I don't know.
Probably throw it in your bag.
You would do
You're
it.
carrying stuff.
You would do it, and I would do it, but a lot of other people would not think what do you do with it too? We're gonna take this fish somewhere. Like most people would not
I'll
even
figure
really think
that
about
out
it.
later, but I need that.
But let's watch this little video and let's see what they have to say. Hey, look at this monster.
Right, it's a monster. It is a monster. There you go.
Okay.
saying the same thing that was in the article. It's everything. Just reiterating. It's a female Pacific football fish. Lives at between 1,000 and 4,000 feet deep.
Folks may be familiar with this. Is the fish that has a little light on the top of its head, the lure, made famous for the scene in Finding Nemo, where they almost are eaten in the deep ocean. But this is one of the larger species of anglerfish, and it's only been seen a few times here in California, but it's found throughout the Pacific Ocean.
Wow.
Only 30 specimens have ever been found around the Pacific Ocean.
I think only a few have been found here in California, but they've been found in Japan, all the way down in New Zealand, all over. And a lot of times they have been found washed up on beaches. So it's not really quite sure what causes them to wash up on beaches, because you don't really see this very much with other deep sea anglerfishes. So it is interesting.
So the Institute
We
wants
actually
people to
have
report
another
them.
one right here behind me that was found by a concerned citizen on Del Mar Dog Beach in 2001. And so this is a Pacific football fish that, again, was found about almost exactly 20 years ago in December 2001 on Dog Beach up in Del Mar. This fish was actually still slightly alive when it was
Yeah,
found,
cool.
tumbling around in the surf, but didn't last long and was brought in to the lifeguards there and then to us here at Scripps. So you can get a sense of how big these can get. And I'm assuming the one in that image, just based on some of the seaweed in the background and stuff like that, is a little bit smaller than this one. I'd say it's probably about this big.
Yeah, Roxy, he's stoked.
Yeah, he is super pumped. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
I-
good.
Whitney, actually, I just drew a little creature for an art project I'm working on, and I used an anglerfish as inspiration. So it's kind of like a little fish creature with a little angler.
Do you want to have show and tell? Do you want to show your new art that you've been working on?
Yeah, I don't know if we can see it. We might
You
be able
can
to
see it.
Actually, here, we can pull it up on the screen. That'll be easier than just holding up.
Oh,
to
because
the
you took
camera.
photos of it?
Mhm,
Okay, perfect. We'll do that.
But yeah, I'll share.
Yay, show and tell.
Mhm.
But yeah, how cool that was found. That's a crazy looking fish, dude. I know, he's like, look at this fucking fish. It's so rare. Look, I got this other one.
Look at this other
He's super excited about it. That's so cute. Anything rare like that. I mean, God, it's from the depths of the ocean. Thousands of feet down, and just somehow it just like washes up. It's pretty neato. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the messenger and we're gonna pull up Dusty's photos.
you can see them. I've been working on blacklight art lately.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yay. Yeah, there's a little anglery guy right here. But he's a flying angler dragon friend.
Zoom. I don't know if
think
it'll
so.
zoom. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there we
you
go.
can. Oh, sweet. Yeah, you do the show and tell.
So it's
You
like a
explain.
3-piece I'm working on. So there's the funguses are based on actual fungus, and then the creatures are my own little creations. There's this guy.
Oh my God, that guy's so cute. I felt like he looks like Snuffleupagus,
Yeah,
like a
little
flying
Snuffleupagus-y.
Snuffy.
Those little mushrooms. And then there's this little guy.
God, they're so awesome. They're really good.
Andy called them grumpy bugs, so I got grumpy bugs. But so that's the normal lighting, and the black light. They look like this. They glow super cool in a black light.
Ew.
It's weird photographing black light because of the way the paper turns purple, and whenever you're looking at it, like in real life, your eyes kind of dismiss the purple because your brain takes it as white. But when you take a picture of it, it switches your
Yeah, it's super purpley.
yeah. And this little bug guy. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I feel like
Yeah.
I need to get
And these are
tattoos
my-
of all your little creatures in Little Mushroom Land.
Oh, thanks. And yeah, these are my sketches. So I'm drawing them larger right now, and I'm redoing them to be cut out and stuck onto ceiling fan blades, actually. when putting them on. Oh, okay.
Yay! They turned out so cool.
Thanks.
They look awesome. Oh, Whitney, you're obsessed with the inky caps? Yes, dude. The shaggy manes.
Oh yeah, for
They're
sure.
so cool.
Yeah.
I had seen them. It was one of the first years that I lived out here. It might have been the first year. I saw them and I thought they were so neat, and I had no idea that they were edible before they get inky. And there was some that were still closed up that I thought looked super cool, but then I saw some that were the drippy inky, and I was like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck? Like, where am I? I'm in this magical mushroom land, and there's these like drippy mushrooms. But people really like eating them, actually. They really love eating the shaggy manes. You can't do it
Not
once they have opened up and start to drip. Then they're disgusting, apparently. But if you get them while they're still closed up, you can cook them, but they go bad really fast. So if you ever see them, only harvest what you can eat within like about a day, because they will very quickly, after coming out of the ground, start inking out. Yeah, but apparently people like them a lot. Oh, they grow back in the same spot.
Yeah.
See if you see them
Go
go
back
back.
and check your spot.
It was actually at Lincoln Park. I remember exactly where at Lincoln Park that I saw them too. I remember the exact spot that I saw them. It was many, many, many years ago. But I would totally love to go back and check it out and see if they're back.
Yeah.
Because they're just so cute, too. They're just
Not
adorable.
now. They're all gone now. But, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Whitney. I don't have
see.
anything to make stickers at the moment, but that's a good idea. Maybe I can
yes.
make
Oh,
stickers.
yeah. No, it would be great stickers. They would be so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. Yay.
Thanks.
I'm
Thanks
glad
for
that you
appreciating
shared your
everyone.
art. You're such a fun
Thanks for
artsy
caring,
guy.
everyone.
Okay, I have one more story. And this isn't necessarily like a news story, but it's a really cool thing that I wanted to share because it is, in fact, fucking weird. So, you guys know about axolotls, right? Do you know about axolotls? Because I love axolotls. I actually feel like before I go into this story, I'm going to just pull up some photos real quick of axolotls. Because they're seriously the cutest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Lady knows. Lady's all about it.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna, for reference, just because I want to look at it too. Oh my god, they're so
Yeah.
fucking cute.
That one's got freckles. He's got
They're
little freckles.
so cute. I actually did a watercolor painting of an axolotl, and I used this as the reference. I have prints of it somewhere. I don't even know where they are. But yeah, the pink ones are totally the best. They're so cool. And did you know that there are some that are spliced with the glowing jellyfish DNA, so they actually glow in the black light? Not all the white ones do, but some of them totally do. And I want one real fucking bad. Okay.
Yeah,
I know.
his
I
little face.
know. I know.
Yeah, his
It's
little
so
face.
fucking cute.
And that little
The-
smile.
ah! Oh my god.
They just look so happy.
Oh, dude. So,
happy.
something that I learned, which I thought was really interesting, because I love axolotls. I've thought about getting one. I definitely want one that looks like that, because Jesus fucking Christ, it's so goddamn cute. But what I did not realize is that the majority of the time, they stay looking just like this, which is actually its juvenile state. Did you know that under normal circumstances that they, or like maybe not normal circumstances, but if everything goes well and according to plan, they actually turn into, what's the word I'm looking for? Salamanders. This is like the juvenile stage where it metamorphosizes into a fucking salamander, but very, very rarely in captivity ever does that happen. So,
What-
there's
what
a
makes them
story.
morph?
Well, they're not 100% sure what does it. But this is Gollum. Gollum used to look like this. This is what he looked like when they bought him. He has the frills and the gills, and then this tail that has this like dorsal fin on top of it or whatever. And so the axolotls do not secrete growth hormone, into the bloodstream so they don't get the message to grow up. For what reason? It's very strange. So they retain all of their juvenile characteristics into adulthood. Sometimes it fucking happens. And Gollum here all of a sudden started acting weird. She said that I noticed that he was looking really sick. I quarantined him from his tank mates, which I'm surprised he had any tank mates at all because you're not really supposed to have tank mates. Weird. And within a week, he looked like the above picture. No gills, no webbed feet. He didn't want water anymore at all. This is incredibly, very, very rare. Like 1 in every multi-thousand. Like, what the hell? So somebody was like, oh yeah, it happens, but it'll never happen in 1 of yours. It'll never, ever happen. Oh, yay, Captain Spaulding. Hi, I'm glad
hello.
you're here.
Hi.
That's so
Aw.
cool that you popped in.
Thanks for the cheer.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, you sweetheart. But crazy thing is, its skull and mouth changed shape. Like everything changed, and she learned that later learned because axolotls don't have fused jaws. They open their mouths wide to swallow food whole, but salamanders have fused bones for chewing. So the gills started to like shrivel up, and she was concerned. She's like, "What the hell is going
He's
on? Why are
dying.
your
Yeah, that's
why are
creepy.
your little gills shrinking up?" And then the skin grew over the gill holes. So she said the skin would pulse like he was trying to breathe. And in reality, his respiratory system was being rerouted to lungs. Axolotls have extremely underdeveloped lungs, so Gollum decided to finish his. And he breathes exclusively through them. Cannot live under the water anymore.
Weird.
Yeah. It's crazy. The fin started to reabsorb into the body, and he lost his tadpole-like tail and the fin, and developed a thinner tail that was not really a swimming tail at all. So he said he would keep his arms out to the sides like this all the time during the transformation. I learned later it was because his bones were shortening and widening so that he could bear his own weight when he walked. Rox, I'm so glad that you're so like blown away by this, because I was
Yeah.
super blown away by it. So I'm so glad that someone else that loves axolotls cares about this. I thought it was so fucking trippy.
It's
So he
weird that
started
they just stay in that juvenile state.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, and that it only happens in one every like a few 100,000
Yeah.
that they actually complete their like cycle. It's very weird. So yeah, so he would actually drown if he was in the water all the time right now because he cannot physically live in the water. Look at his little fucking face,
He's
dude.
happy, yeah.
And he has a worm in this mouth
Oh,
here,
yeah,
in
worm.
his mouth.
That's winning. Today he's a silly land muppet.
It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably having a transition like that probably is pretty painful. It's really weird.
Yeah, it seems painful.
So they're building him a big long terrarium. Oh my God, isn't that fucking bizarre,
That's
dude?
weird.
That is nothing like
No.
the axolotl. That, and it was within like a week.
And
That it
now
changed
you have
like
a pet
that.
salamander. Huh?
Yes. It's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
I've also been asked if he would live a shorter life. I've been talking to an expert on the matter who has successfully kept morphs for 10 plus years. He says that with proper care, Gollum will likely live out a full life. The issue with most people is that they don't know how to care for their animals properly.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do with a salamander? You just had to figure out how to, like, keep axolotls. And you've got this tank and, like,
Yeah,
water thing.
and now you
got
have
all
to
that.
switch gears.
And now it's like, how do I have a dry
She was
creature
saying she
now?
had no idea how to take care of them, and there are no guides on the internet, just speculative care because it's so fucking rare. And here's something crazy. She learned that Gollum's sister also morphed. But she starved to death because her person could not figure out how to get her to eat in her new body, which is super sad. But 2 out of 3, it's crazy. And then, axolotls are so incredibly rare that there isn't good documentations on what their lives are like. Then they die from improper care. So that sucks. But she ended up adopting somebody else's because they didn't know how to care for it, and she totally adopted one. He's so cute.
Yeah.
Which is cool because if I had an axolotl, I just would want to like hang out with it in the air like that, but you can't really do that. I would want to, but now look at him. He's just so cool and he's
Yeah.
hanging out.
Now you can hang out with your friend.
What is the
That's
lifespan? What is the lifespan of an axolotl specifically? I don't know. 12, 14 years or something like that, I think. Dusty's checking it out. Oh, I want to give Gollum himself the best life possible. He deserves that much. He does deserve it.
So up to like 15 years.
Yeah, up to 15. I want to share with him the world. I want to document how I care for him so that others can follow suit and expand the lifespan of their own morphs. It's so totally fucking weird.
Yeah.
I had no idea that this was a thing. I knew that they were salamanders, but I thought they were just like doing their little thing, and that's what they looked like.
Yeah, I didn't know that there was a morphing thing to them. I thought they were a salamander that never came out of the water, is what I thought. But okay. Learning.
I had no idea. Yeah, totally weird.
Morphin axolotls.
Go.
Mighty Morphin axolotls.
Okay, so cool. So she's, like I said, she's adopting another one, which is really, really awesome. And she's going to give her the same care that Gollum gets. And hopefully she'll be able to take good care of it.
Yeah.
She said, I never imagined I would become a researcher of salamanders, let a sanctuary for one. Yet here I am sifting through every scrap of documentation I can find to learn more about these animals to share with the public. So I think that that's super awesome. I love that this person has decided to, put all this energy and effort into it and try to put it out there for people in the future if this happens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's cool. She's trying to collect all that information and have it.
yeah.
Since there's not really any documentation, everybody's like, I don't know what to do. So that's cool that she's going to learn and compile it and be able to spread that around at least.
Yeah, because she's like, what's happening? He's dying. Like, no, he's not dying. He's actually just changing into a whole different
He's morphing
kind of creature.
into a new little friend.
Wow. It's crazy that the gills
New land friend.
just sucked right up and then
Yeah,
covered
and all
with
the
skin.
fins and everything.
Whoa, dude, it's so crazy. Ah!
He does look happy.
He does. That was interesting about him spreading out like that because his bones were shortening.
Yeah.
It's totally weird, dude.
Yeah, that sounds painful.
It's so weird. Oh, and there's this little gills going. I love the little frilly gills, though. They're so fucking cute, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's a fun story.
That was a fun
I thought
story.
that was so fun.
That's cute.
Big axolotl lover over here, and now we know that there's 2 fucking versions.
Now we know. Now we know that.
It blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shit blew my mind. Oh, cool. That was my last story of the night. I wanted to end it on a really fun note.
Well,
with
that's a
that,
good fun
so
note.
I'm so glad.
I liked it.
Thanks. Yay. One day I'll have one. I do want one. They're so fucking cute. So cute.
They're pretty
They're
cute.
seriously one of the cutest animals ever.
I like that they smile. They're a little happy.
I know. They look so happy.
Like, what's the little rodent thing that's like the happiest creature on the planet? And he's got a little
Oh,
smile.
the kookaburra?
Is it a kookaburra?
I think so.
Kokomundi?
No.
No? Kookaburra? No? One of those.
Hold on. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. You'll see.
Happiest animal on the planet. He's got a little smile.
It's really
He just
cute.
looks happy.
I will show the world that because it's so cute. I
And
think
then there's
it's
the grumpiest
kookaburra.
frog. Where he's like, man, I'll go angry.
Oh no, Kuoka.
Oh, yeah.
Kuoka.
Yeah, there you go. Quokkas.
Kuoka. So now I don't know what a kookaburra is. I have no idea.
No.
Did I just make up that word? I might have.
Maybe. Kookaburras.
Yay! They're so freaking cute. Okay, it wasn't a capybara. I've seen capybaras and they are very, very, very
Not a
cute.
capybara.
But no, this guy. Oh my god.
Yeah, they always look like they're smiling.
Yay.
They have a little like, hooray, like happy face. They're stoked on life.
That's so
Quokkas.
fucking cute. Quokka.
Okay.
Oh, Shit.
Yeah. Halfway.
And then this one.
their
Oh
little fat cheeks. Oh,
man.
look at that one with the fat cheeks.
Oh my god. What?
Look at us.
There's nothing cuter than this
No.
in the
nothing.
world. It's
yeah,
fucking
his
adorable.
little fat cheeks are so cute.
A wombat family is I don't know. What is it?
No, I think you're right. I think they are. Well, I don't know if they're wombat family, but I think they're Australian, so they might be related to wombats.
Maybe. Oh yeah, the capybaras. Roxy, next time you come out, there is a place called Debbie Doolittle's Indoor Petting Farm or zoo or something like that. And they have crazy creatures in there. It's not a very big space, but they have a bunch of crazy creatures, and they totally have capybaras that you can hang out with, and they can sit on your lap if you want, and they're very big. And there's like a bunch of crazy creatures. That's where we got to do the fennec fox. What do they call it? Not expedition, experience. It was a fennec fox experience, and me and my mom and Tavia went, and we got to go snuggle fennec foxes and coatimundis, which those guys are crazy. The coatimundis were just like on crack rock running around.
What's the place called?
Stealing stuff. Debbie Doolittle's. Yeah, Debbie Doolittle's. It's awesome. It's so awesome.
Whitney, I'll put a link.
And they have oh, you haven't heard of it? Oh man, we got to go. They have baby animals a lot of times that they give a safe place until they're old enough to be like, adopted out. And they have wallabies and kangaroos. They have baby wallabies and kangaroos, and one of them was like obsessed with Tavia. Obsessed. And they're really, 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 really cute. And yeah, there's a bunch of really cool creatures there. There was a llama that I made friends with, and there was like huge birds. Like I don't even know, some kind of like crazy giganto tropical birds. It wasn't a toucan. Maybe a macaw of some sort or something like that. They had baby armadillos that were like that big in little balls, and it was so fucking cute. And they had, bless you.
Thank you.
What else? They had otters. You could pay to do the little otter experience. But seriously, the fennec fox, we got to snuggle fennec foxes, and it was like to this day, it's like one of the best days of me and Tavia's entire life ever. And there's photos. It's the cutest photos ever. Oh my god. Fucking cute. I love them. It's great. So yeah, we definitely have to go to the Debbie Doolittle, and I will go like a million times. Like I'll never be like, oh, I've already been. I guess I'm over it. Like I will go all the time, and it's cheap too. I think it was like $25 or something like that. Like it's not that much. And then they have other facilities that are like off the grounds because this is a pretty small place. But then they have like, I don't know if it's like a farm or a field or something, but they have different rotating animals there too. So they'll have like camels. You can go see their camels and giraffes and stuff. They have weird shit. It's super, super weird. So, oh, you may cry. We pretty much did. So
Yeah.
let's just go have a fucking cry fest, especially all the little, the kangaroos and the wallabies. They're like super friendly. They're super duper friendly. I had to put my hair up because they were trying to like play with my hair the whole time. But they'll just come play with you, and you can stay as long as you want. It's not a big spot. It's like legitimately maybe like I don't
Stay as
know,
long as you
500
want.
square feet or something like that. But yeah, you can just hang out, and you can buy food like $5 or whatever. You can get like a little cup of food to feed them with. But we didn't even get the food, so we just wanted them to love us because of who we are, and they still did. They did, and the capybaras were just so cute. They were just sitting there, looking all super chill. And there was some other, what the fuck was it? I can't remember what it was called because I'd never heard of it in my life. It was like a hopping creature that kind of looked like a bunny, but it was like a weird rodent thing that I don't even remember the damn name of it. But it was like, we
It
were
was
like, what
hopping?
is it? Yeah, it has like it's like a little bouncing, hopping kind of creature. I don't know if Tavia remembers the name or not. I don't know. But it was so cool because I'm like, what is this? And they're like, oh, it's this weird Australian creature or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? So you just pay like 20 or $25 and you go hang out.
Okay.
I'll go with you, Whitney. I'll go.
Don't wallabies hop like that? Aren't wallabies hoppers?
Yeah. Yeah, they totally. This was not a
Not a
wallaby.
wallaby.
No, this was a small creature. It
That's
was a
what
small
chinchilla
one.
is what I was thinking, but I don't think chinchilla's
No,
hot.
it was not a chinchilla. It was nothing that I've ever even seen before in my life. I have photos somewhere from this whole thing, and I still don't know. It's technically it's a rodent,
Okay.
but it was like, it wasn't like a rat rodent or something like that. It was fucking weird. It was a really weird thing. Yeah, Australian desert,
hop.
something like that. I'm gonna go with that because
It's
I have
probably
no idea.
Australian anyway. They
Yeah,
all
it
hop over
it
there.
was from somewhere weird, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I literally have no idea what kind of thing this is. Why do you have it? Why do you have this thing? You know? And they're like, well,
Is this real?
we just get these exotic animals and we just take care of them until they're too big. The kangaroos actually, they're kind of intense. They like get all up in your fucking business because they want to play really bad. They like kind of playing rough, but because kids go in there and stuff like that, they're like, you can't play with them the way that they want to play with you. So it's like, no, down, like you can't hop up. But the kangaroos that they had, they were, I don't remember what the name of the specific like kind is or whatever, but they were the big ones that when they grow up, they're like over 6 feet tall, like the big guys. So they're like, yeah, like they need to be taught now to be careful because when they're that big, like they could definitely really hurt
Yeah.
people. But it sucks because they just want to play, you know? They just want to play, and you can't really
Yeah.
play like that.
Hard to play with a kangaroo.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
how
yeah.
to do that.
It
Have
was
you
awesome,
seen the
though.
jack kangaroos, like the ripped ones
Yes.
that get all like buff? It's scary.
It's super scary. That's nuts. Have you guys seen that? I'll pull up a picture so you can.
It looks like they
See
look like
that.
muscle builders. They get all ripped and they're like, they got pecs and biceps. Like, freaky.
Buff kangaroo.
Super
Dude,
buff.
why is this even a fucking thing, dude? What? Look at him,
Look at the little neck
dude.
muscles.
He's like, I'm here to pump you up. That's crazy.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, thanks for subscribing, Roxy.
Oh, hi.
Appreciate ya.
Thanks,
Yay,
Rox.
through January. Excellent.
What?
You're in. If you pet and play with the animal, you're more inclined to want to save it. Some debate it's bad, PETA, but also it's a great way to make these exotic creatures tangible so people know that they're real. It's so true. And you can play with them to a degree. Like, you can pet them and love them, and, like, you can totally play with them. But as far as, like, the way that they play with each other, which is a little bit more, like, rough, you know? They can't have people coming in from off the streets and having them playing a little bit too rough.
Yeah.
But you can play with them, and you are right. It does make people feel more connected to the creatures and give a shit about them. Ew, that's, like, gross.
That's scary. It's a scary kangaroo.
Oh, Natara, hi.
Oh, hi,
I love
Natara.
you too.
Oh, we love you too.
I'm glad you popped up to say hi. That's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You came right at the very end, though.
Well, she's been here for a minute. I saw.
Oh, really?
She commented on something earlier.
Oh shit! I totally missed.
It was just in the middle of a
I
string and we didn't stop.
missed your thing. I'm glad that you're here. And Natara, you should go to the petting zoo with us also, because you would so love it. We'll do it.
I've never even been.
Oh my god, you gotta go! It's so awesome.
Sounds fun.
Let's go soon. Yes. Maybe sometime around my birthday we can go. We can make it a birthday animal extravaganza.
Yeah.
That would be great. Yes. We can
Oh, your
sneak into
grandparents had a raccoon? Cool.
Oh God, I want to play with a
That's awesome.
raccoon so bad. That
Yeah.
sounds so awesome.
My grandmother had a skunk for a little while.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I bet he's really cute.
Yeah.
Or she.
Or she.
Whatever. It.
Yeah.
Why was it only a little while? Did she get rid of it or did
Well,
it
I
like,
don't know. I don't
die?
know what happened to it.
Oh.
I don't know how long she had it really, but it wasn't like forever or anything. But she had a skunk for a while. I know that.
I would have been like, "Where's the skunk? What's happening with the skunk? I need all the information."
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, it is coming up soon, Whitney. It is. It is. It
It is.
certainly is. So I don't know. I'll see if they're even still open because of COVID. I hope they are.
Yeah, I think it said that they're doing.
Oh, their tiny little hands. Oh yeah, let's see. What kind of encounters do they have? Because those are the special encounters. Click on that.
Hold on, I'm looking at COVID
Okay.
things.
Okay, so with this petting zoo place, they do like the Fennec Fox one we did was a encounter. I called it experience, but whatever, same difference. So they have different rotating animals come through, and then you can pay a little bit extra, and you get like a half hour or whatever with the animals.
Otters.
Otter encounter.
Look at the little baby otter sucking on his little hand.
Oh my god.
It's pretty cute.
Okay, and that's $69 a person. Ugh. On top of the $20 or whatever again. So that's a little bit pricey. But I would love to hang out with otters. That'd be fine. Animals on the farm include capybara, kangaroos, wallabies, coatimundi, sheep, Asian small clawed otters. Oh, wait. The farm is outdoors. What? Did they move it out?
Probably
Door?
COVID.
Shit. Well, that is crazy.
Yeah, there's-
I'll have to call them and talk to them. And
Otter
and see what's
encounters,
going on.
and there's very cute picture of otters
There's a very
on
cute,
there right
very
now.
cute otter
There's
picture.
a baby one. He's eating his hand.
But the fennec foxes, they need to come back. I just need to snuggle them. I just need to snuggle them. They're the cutest things. They just crawled up on me and Tavia and just went to sleep. They just went to sleep. They were so sleepy. I'm going to pull up a picture of a fennec fox just in case anybody out there does not know.
In case anybody needs to cry at
The-
cuteness.
Seriously, it's one of the fucking cutest things I've ever seen in my
Fennec foxes
life.
are-
Oh, dude, I got to snuggle it. Me and Tavia snuggled its little face, and we got to kiss its little nose and everything.
And it just slept.
Dude,
didn't
it's my
care.
dream pet too. That's it. That's like a regular like red fox, but also these guys. I would love to have one, and they make these little cute little like yippy noises. Oh my god, look at their fucking ears, dude.
Look at all of them with their gigantic
Oh
ears.
my god, they're so big. Dude. I mean, what more do you need in the world if you have that? That you could love all the time. Like, what else would you even need?
What else do you?
They're so cute. Oh my
Look at
god.
those sleeping on each other. Click on that picture.
Oh,
They're just
what?
stack of cuteness.
Dude, no. What?
They're stacked 4 high. How many? Look at it. Yeah, Natara. Look at it.
Oh man, it's so fucking cute. I'll never get tired of looking at them ever. Look at this fucking. Hey, I love you. Meow meow meow. Look, oh my god. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. I don't know what we're watching, but if it's just a baby fennec fox being all cute, I'm fucking in. Yes, it is. Oh my god. Oh god, Jesus Christ. Look at it hop. Oh yeah, Mischief would probably be really fucking confused if you brought one of these things home. Oh my god. Oh
yeah,
my
like
god.
what is it?
Oh
Is it a cat?
my
Is it a dog? We don't know.
God.
It's a fox.
Dude. Yeah, and they're little desert creatures that come from the deserts. Can you imagine walking through the desert and you see one of these things? Oh my god, I would die. Fucking die. They're just so nice too. They're just really, really super sweet. Their disposition is just like really nice. And they like to play.
Oh, it's gonna mess you up, little dog. Back up.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you?
Cute.
I don't know what you are.
Oh man. But I need it. I did mention my birthday is coming up. If anybody's wondering, that's what I want. They're only about $2,500. Still even.
Super easy.
Put it on your credit card, you
We'll
get air
start a bit-
miles, it's fine.
We'll start a bit goal. We
Yeah,
need-
yeah, bit goal. Yes, all the bit money and sub money is gonna go into a fund for a fucking fennec fox, dude. Oh, that cat's like, hell no, I'll kill you.
Whitney, it is like a cat, bat, dog.
It is legal. Different states have different regulations, but here it is. Yay, lady. Awesome. She's like, okay,
There we go.
100 bits going in the
Yep,
fund.
That's in the Fennec Fox
Yes. Oh my
savings right now.
God, dude. It's smart to be hiding. Oh, Roxy.
Roxy. She's like,
Oh, with the little fucking cute face.
Oh,
I
that's
love
awesome.
it. That's
Oh.
awesome. It's going in there, man. It's going in.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Fennec Fox Fund.
It
There you
is
go.
legal to own them out here. It's legal. It's legal.
Yeah, that's fun. That's cute. Okay.
Oh my God, it's so cute. Now I'm curious what this is
Makes
because
me
it's probably
hungry.
just gonna be fucking cute. The mailman is out the door. What's happening? We're just gonna go forward. We got a mailman. We got a cute little thing running around. Oh wow, it's just tearing ass right now. Beep, 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 beep.
Just tearing ass. Meow. Oh, you got a package?
Oh, what's it gonna be? Oh yes, Roxy! Catch him, Derek! Catch him!
Catch him, Derek.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, we're totally gonna do it. Yes, I'm so glad you redeemed that. That's fucking fantastic. Oh my God, it's so cute. What's it gonna be? Hold on, we need to go forward. Spoiler. We're just like going in the future here. Eggs? Is it egg? What is it? Is it a new friend? I'm so curious. What is in the box? Oh, he's got a little grub? Oh, okay. So it was like he eats bug things and he popped in. I guess all those egg cartons are filled with
Oh, there's bugs.
bugs. Ew. Oh, there's another one. Go get it. Go get it, buddy. Yum, yum, yum. Oh my God, they're so fucking cute. Okay. Well, now at least we know. We know. So there you go. Fennec Fox says all day long, all day. Okay, we need the one that's not edited.
Not censored.
I think
what I
it's
was
this
just thinking.
one.
Yeah, this says that Jimmy Kimmel actually interviewed that family from the Ketchum Dairy family.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my God, we should watch that.
it's like a 5
Oh,
minute.
Nuckin.
Oh, hi,
Hi-
Nuckin.
Wait,
oh,
we got a hype train?
Great.
Do we
What?
straight up have a
We got
fucking hype train? This is only the
We got a
second
hype
hype
train.
train we've ever had,
Oh.
ever.
Hype
Woohoo!
train.
We have a hype train. I'm
Sweet.
feeling pretty fucking hype. I don't know
Feeling
about
good.
you guys.
Feeling good.
Knockin'. I'm glad you're here, sweetheart. Thank you for resubscribing.
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much. That's so awesome. We triggered a hype train. I love it. Thanks, Dave. Yeah. You guys are fucking great. This is awesome. This is making my fucking day. Yeah. Hype train. Oh, hold on.
Catch him! There's a bat! Get it back! Get it back! Get it back out of the house! Mom, will you get out? Daddy, will you catch him? Oh, fuck it. Oh! Oh! Huh? Jesus, new.
He
Catch him,
just like
Derry.
has this rag.
Catch him.
Yeah, just like showing him a
Catch
rag.
him,
What about
Derry.
this?
Bigger towel, that's it. Get him now, quick. Get him.
Oh, I love you guys. Are
Oh,
all
fuck it.
contributing to the hype train. Thank you.
God, Derry. Oh! Will you... Maureen, will you stop looking in the door? Oh! Jeez.
Oh well, we made it to level
Catch him,
2.
Derry.
No shit. That's awesome.
Catch him.
That's so awesome.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Just
Oh, thank you,
That's his-
Roxy.
Oh,
thanks, Rox.
You're awesome.
nearly. No, he's still flying around the place.
You're
Quick.
the coolest. Thank
Wow,
you.
lady. Oh, thanks,
Lady.
lady. Wow.
Oh, wowie. We are
You're doing a
almost
great
at a
job, Derry.
Fennec Fox.
Oh, that's it. Stand up
Yeah, we're
there.
getting close to that
Oh!
fox.
Thank you. You're
Did you get
so
him?
sweet.
No, he's there. He's making a mockery out of you. Why? You get down off this. Take off the shot. The dog's
Lynn.
pissing. Dad, the dog's after peeing. Oh. Maureen, you're no help behind the door.
You'll have to bookmark this video so we
I don't know how to do that, but you show me. I'll do it.
You're tiring him out. He's like McGregor. He's got no legs left. Go on, catch him now. There he is. Get him. Oh.
Come on, catch him now, as if he's
Come
not
on,
trying.
catch
As
him
if
now.
he's not trying.
Oh, fuck it! Oh, oh, he's on me! July, is it? Sure, the dog got a fright and he pissed himself, Mom. Sure, how would you blame him?
That's so fucking
Catch him!
Oh my god. Okay, how do we bookmark it? This is the one. This is the one we need.
Yeah, just leave it up. I'll
Bookmarking.
bookmark it.
Wow, that is the funniest fucking video. And you said Jimmy Kimmel did an interview with them?
Yeah.
Yo, we need to pull that up. That's emergency. Playing in traffic. Oh, well, I'm so glad that you popped in, Nuckin. It is so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came in towards the end here. Oh my God, we're almost at a level 3.
Almost at
We're
a level
at
3.
92 fucking percent.
92%.
That's crazy.
Wow. You guys are awesome.
That is so
Thanks, everyone.
awesome. Yeah, it's literally the second hype train ever that we've had.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I guess all we have to do is talk about Fennec Foxes, and then boom, it happens. Oh my God, did we just go? Oh shit!
Oh,
Yes!
hi,
Oh,
Frank.
Roxy, that's so
Tier
awesome.
3.
You gave Murdered Monk a sub because they have been coming in very often. I'm sure they will be really happy to know
Yeah.
that they got that.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thanks,
That's so
everyone.
fun. Yeah, we're
Level 3.
killing it right now. It's awesome.
See, I'll
Yeah, it
send
was the
you-
very first episode is when we hit the hype train. 'Cause everybody was being so kind.
Yeah.
Yay, there's Murdered Monk. Yay! TVA, woohoo! Thank you. This is so fun. I'm feeling so hype right now.
I'm so hyped.
I'm
Things are
fucking
so
hyped right now. That is so awesome. Cool. Yay. Stuff is happening.
Stuff is happening.
There are things and stuff that's happening. Okay. Oh my God. I just have to show you this fucking picture right now. I'm still looking at Fennec Foxes over here. Look at it.
Look at his face. He looks real
Oh
soft.
God,
That
I
one looks
know.
so
It
soft.
looks so soft and so nice
Yeah.
and snuggly. Oh, that's okay. You load your little heart out there, Nuckin. I love ya.
Yeah.
Oh, Octavia, we got snowmen in honor of the
Oh.
season. I love it.
Very seasonal. Seasonal bits.
You're so sweet.
It's
Thank you.
We're at 41% on level
You're so
3.
awesome. That's
Ooh.
awesome. That's so awesome. Yay. So for the meanwhile, that was our last fucking thing, but we're not ending transmission in the middle of a hype train. So we're going to look at more Fennec Foxes. Or if there's anything else.
I just sent the Jimmy Kimmel video to
Oh,
you.
fantastic.
Messenger,
Actually,
too.
we should do that. That would be
It's
awesome.
like 5 minutes. But
Let's do that. That sounds...
Okay.
I mean,
We
I
could
think that we
learn
need
more
to do that.
about this whole-
Oh my God, we're going to learn more about it. We're learning. This is going to be
His
great. This
toe
is going
beads.
to be
Yeah, I
fucking
can't
great.
imagine that little
I
thing's
know.
toe
I
bead.
just want to kiss his little toe
Yeah.
beads all day.
Yay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that mishmash of all the
You've seen
different
this video
ones.
of the Irish
all of
family
it.
with the bat in the kitchen. If you haven't, you're in for a
here we
treat.
go.
This was posted to Facebook on Tuesday. It already has millions of views, and
43%.
here's why.
Catch him! Catch him, Derry! Derry, catch him! Mom, will you get out?
Oh, I'm
Derry,
excited
will
to
you
hear the
catch him?
videos.
Oh! 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 Catch him, Derry! Bigger toe, that's it. Get him now, quick. Get him. Oh! God, Derry! Oh!
Thanks, Rox. You guys are
Marie,
the
will you
best.
stop looking in the door? Oh! Jeez! Catch him, Derry! Catch him! You're doing a great job, Derry.
Okay, we
Oh,
just
stand
did it
up,
all
Derry.
over again. I'm so
Oh!
glad.
Yeah, we're just...
Tavia, you're
No,
killing
no,
it.
no,
Look
no,
at
no,
it.
all of them
no,
go.
You can turn off
The
take
chat
off
looks
the
so
shot.
fun right
The
now.
dog's
The chat looks
pissing.
so fun.
Dad, the dog's after peeing.
They could not have planned it any better with the dog
behind the
peeing.
door.
Yeah, no, that was good.
So fun.
You're tiring him out. He's like McGregor. He's got no legs left. Go on, catch him now. There he is. Get him. Oh.
The little birthday cakes.
Oh.
Well done. There you go.
Oh my God, that's great. It's great. I don't know what the captions are.
I don't know. Not everyone in that part of the world is Braveheart, I guess.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. We're just. I don't want these damn closed captions. What? Change. Off. I bet that annotations probably means off.
But I watched that video like a dozen times. After the 8th time, I thought it would be wise to track the family who made it down. And joining us now from their home in Kerry, Ireland, please welcome
what's the
the
one with the guy's
Flemings,
face?
Derry, Maureen, and
Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm glad you found that.
Aw, thanks, Nuckin. Oh, he gave it to
Nugget.
Empress.
Oh, and
Is
Empress
that the
Jody's got
kitchen
it.
where it
That
all
is
happened?
perfect.
Yeah,
That's so awesome.
This is exactly where it happened, yeah. And this is my father and my mother, Laurie and Derry.
boy, Ty, you couldn't look more different than I imagined you would look from your voice
I
on the,
agreed.
on the thing.
Yeah.
Were you expecting a big, huge Irish fella?
I don't know what I was
Yes,
expecting. Have
I
you
was.
all been vaccinated for rabies, by the way?
Yes, that's all taken care of.
Was this the first time you had a bat in the kitchen?
Thanks, Davia.
First time we had a bat, yes, but last year we had
level 4.
a Robin in the sitting room. So, like, it was only natural. Batman and Robin.
You had
it just
Batman
makes
and
sense.
Robin, yeah. Well, so,
You guys are the best.
Ty, you shot the video. Did you think that yelling at your dad to catch the bat would help him catch the bat?
Oh, yeah, I thought the bat
Level
got
4.
frightened of my father's legs, I'd say. He was only trying to get out the window, so... It wasn't the bat's fault at all. It was my dad standing there in my own soccer shorts that scared him.
Gary, is it comforting to know that in a time of emergency, your son will be there to not help at all, but just film the whole thing?
That's it. He was just petrified of the bat.
Maureen, you were scared of the bat, too. You were hiding behind... were you in the closet?
Sure, she left the bat in.
Oh, you're the one that left the bat in? I see.
Uh,
Even your dog got in on the action. What is your dog's name?
Basil, we have him here. Hold on.
Bring Basil in. Did anyone besides Basil pee during this incident?
Everyone.
I might have responded.
At any point did you consider just turning the house over to the bat and moving?
Roxy, I'm with you. I didn't expect him to be that
I was close
young.
to the back door, so I was going to leave him, but I seen the whole thing, like my dad standing on a chair in the middle of the kitchen trying to take this bat on 1v1, but in the end he got the bat, and it was a good laugh. We looked back at it and...
Were you all surprised at how many people have watched this video so far?
It's absolutely crazy.
It is. Have people been coming to your house?
Yeah. And taking photographs. They were trying to interview the bat.
What advice would you give other people who wind up having a bat in their kitchen?
Yeah, you can have my father if you want.
Your father really was the hero of this.
Yeah, he knows how to get rid of
I'm
it.
just off the subject of the bat. How are things in Ireland right now? Are you excited about our new President Trump over there?
Oh, who's that? What's his name?
Yeah, we got it. Never mind. Well,
You're right. Who?
I want to thank you guys. I really hope none of you turns into a vampire after this, but that was a delightful video. If a flying rodent ever invades your home again, please send it to us immediately, okay? We'd love to check in with you.
Jimmy, I have a special
What's that, Ty?
gift for you. Jimmy,
Yes.
I have something for you. Hold on there. My dad is going to give a little Irish gift for you.
Oh, yes, a little. Oh, an Irish
You ready?
cake. Oh, wow.
With the shorts.
Well done. I am Jimmy Kimmel. If you enjoyed
That
the video, hit
is
subscribe.
so funny.
He was just wearing those little shorts. That was good.
I can't believe that. That is too fucking funny, dude.
That's good.
Oh,
This is
Tavia,
good.
you're killing it. You're
Wow.
having so much fun with these little.
Tavia's got us up to level 4 so far.
This
We're
is
doing
awesome. Thank you. Tavia's trying so hard to do this.
good. Well, you still have a minute and a half. So
I'm impressed. I didn't even think we'd make it past level 1. So go to level 4.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
I'm amazed.
pumped right now. I'm so pumped. That's so awesome.
Yeah, Roxy, that family's awesome. Like, they seem fun.
They seem
and that is
so fun.
not what I expected that guy to look like.
No.
Not at all. Like,
I'm glad that Jimmy said that too. Like that's
Yeah.
not. I did not expect that. And it's funny that he was actually like addressing his parents by their names too. You know, he wasn't like mom, dad, or whatever. Catch him, dad.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so much funnier that. Wow, dude, that's so fucking good. People keep coming by the house.
Yeah.
Why are people coming by the house? It's so fucking weird.
I hope they bring them bat presents, like stickers or a little like
Yeah.
bat cupcake or something. Like I hope they bring
Yes.
bat themed
Halloween
presents.
time is probably great if people
Oh,
actually
yeah.
know where they live and they're dropping it off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They should dress as that bat.
That is
for
so
Halloween.
funny. Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Roxy.
Roxy, thank you so much.
Oh, I love you. Thank
you
you.
guys are the best.
You're
Y'all are
so
awesome.
sweet. Oh my god. That's a lot. Wait, how did you do 9 at the end? Okay, I have a question. I've seen people in the chats before be able to put ones that are like 25 or 15 or whatever. Like, how does that work? Does anybody know how that works? So how did you make a heart of 9? Because I've always had to do it individually as one, so I'm confused. I need somebody to
Yeah, I don't know.
explain this to me. Yes, we made it. We totally made it all the way through level 4. Oh, actually, wait, level 3. Level 3?
Oh, we didn't quite finish level 4 when it
Nope, but that's okay. That was
Yeah,
fucking
we got up
fantastic.
into
That
level
was so
4.
awesome.
Oh, and look at those little emotes we got.
Yay, thank you
We got new
everybody for contributing. I appreciate it so
Yeah,
much.
thanks everyone.
Yeah, we got cute little
Give
emotes.
all yourselves a round of applause. Good job.
Yay,
Hooray,
I really
that was all
appreciate it,
you
guys.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You
Tavia,
guys
thanks for
super
showing
rock.
us every single cheer emote. I didn't
I know, totally.
Didn't know some of
We've
those
been
were
talking
there.
about too, or why are there not more cheer options? Like there should be like 100. Okay, so the little emotes have a code. What? And you can change the number. So the heart is show love, and then whatever the number is.
Oh, so like
No
whenever
space
you
between-
pick one. Like
What?
if I did a 1. Oh yeah, there you go. So like whenever you choose one. So
Oh.
like I clicked on this and it says that. So if you change that 1 to whatever you want it to be. Okay.
No.
That makes sense.
Wow, you guys just blew my mind. I've been seeing it over like the past year, and I've been like, how? How are you guys? Do you have some special thing that I don't know about? I'm not very good at figuring this stuff out, so it takes a village. Oh, Tavia, you're so cute. Thank you. Like the screaming guy. He kind of looks like Maynard.
That's what a man
Totally
does.
kind of does. Oh, that's fucking fantastic. That makes me so happy. Thank you guys so much for all
Thank you so
contributing
much.
to that. That was so cool.
Yeah. Oh man, I bet we get our 3rd Twitch payout check.
Oh, woohoo! I'll take it.
Yeah, because they save it until you make $100 and then they send it out. So
Yeah, they're like, you're not making much.
we got
We're
2
just
so
gonna
far.
hold on to that.
So- but I bet
Yay!
this probably gives us the 3 for sure.
Yay!
Hooray.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
I
You're all the best.
appreciate it so very much.
We
Yeah,
do it all for you.
it's totally Maynard. It's great. Wow. I love it. Cool. Okay, well, we had a fun show. I enjoyed this show greatly.
a good show.
I'm so glad that all of you were here.
That was
and
fun.
all of your support all the time. I appreciate you guys so much.
Yeah.
And
We met the
yeah.
Dairy family.
I know. That was really good. That was so good.
Awesome. Surprise. Who would have thought?
He was young.
He was
That was
way
crazy.
younger than I thought.
No, I thought that was great. I'm glad you found that. That was a really fun thing to get to watch. That was great. So yeah, just a reminder for anybody that maybe wasn't here and we were talking about it earlier. This Wednesday, unfortunately, we will not be streaming because I have a memorial to go to. So, don't plan your day. Don't plan your Wednesday around coming here because unfortunately we will not be. Yes, I know. Fetchbug is on, and
Is Fetch on?
we're
Cool.
gonna totally raid her
Yeah.
because
We'll do that.
that's just what you do.
That's what
you
we
just
do.
raid Fetchbug every fucking time.
He was like
It's
an
the best.
Irish Rob Thomas. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, Roxy, do you want to send us to fetch?
That would be so
Raid
awesome.
Captain.
Raid Captain. Lady, I'm so
Raid.
glad you are here, and you are just so sweet. And I hope one day we will meet in real life because you are
Yeah.
just such a little doll. And
Oh, I gotta
Whitney,
do it?
we will
Okay.
meet in real life.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
It's okay.
Our
We
raid
can- we
captain
can-
forgot how to
we can
raid.
totally do
I got
that.
it.
She's probably on her phone or something.
Oh, yeah.
But we got this. We got
Mm-hmm.
this. Don't even worry. We're going to fetch. Everybody that's in here pretty much already knows. But I'll just say it anyway. That Fetchbug is the fucking coolest. And you guys should totally stick around. Pop into this chick's channel. She talks about true crime and death and all this really cool stuff. So, she said raid is ready when you are.
Oh, okay.
She was just fucking around with you.
What?
She got you.
I was ready to go. I was just double checking
He was
spelling
totally
on
on it.
fetch.
I was like, oh, maybe she's on her phone and she can't do it. But that was pretty good.
But you're just tricking me. I see.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you again. And
Yes.
we will be back next Monday with more weird news.
This is true. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, and now you guys learned. You guys learned about
now we
axolotls.
learned.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much to the most beautiful mod in the whole land. And that is Roxy. She's all great. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Yay, appreciate all of you guys. All right, we're fetching. We're about
fetching
to
it.
about to fetch, and you know what? Maybe she's still going. A lot of times she's like, "Shit, I was just about to end," but then we make her stay on
It's true.
because we just pop in. But yeah, mod love to all of you
Mod
guys,
love.
and I'm glad you're back, Roxy. We missed you for the past couple weeks.
True.
It's so true. All right, check
All
you
right.
later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.